Been a minute, Chicago. Great to be here again. UFC celebrating its first return to the Windy City in more than a half-decade with the best card of the year, headlined by a middleweight showdown we have all been waiting forever to see. Dricus du Plessis set to defend his title in the main event against Khamzat Chimaev. As per usual, we're going to be taking you to all of the weigh-ins, the official UFC 319 morning weigh-in show presented by Stake.us, America's favorite social casino. Sign up today using the promo code weigh-in. Welcome to the show, everybody inside the United Center. The stage is set. The stage is ready. As per usual, we have the Hall of Famer, former champ Daniel Cormier in the house. Future Hall of Famer, the All-American Chris Weidman is here. And filling in for Laura Sanko, it is Brian Stan.
Brian Stanko.
How about that?
Hey, Brian Stanko.
Look, Elliot, are you trying to pick on the new guy? What are you trying to do?
He's the real All-American, so I can't pick on him.
You have matched with them?
Yeah,
Same
this
shirt?
is crazy, dude. You got to get your old ass in check. You can't start acting cool in front of the new guy.
What do you mean?
Look at you, wearing the same shirt as him. You're trying to sit like Stan.
Bro,
look at this dude. You're so embarrassing. Helly, you're so embarrassing. I mean, look at the twins. Y'all, that looks ridiculous.
Hold on. I'm calling a timeout here.
Like from that movie,
I had one request when you guys asked me to come on this show. It's like, hey, can you please not embarrass me too much? Like, I've got a real job now. I work with real people. And the first damn thing you do to welcome me in is put a wig on me.
So,
There was no disclosure about this.
Yo,
I got teenage
Your
kids.
face looks weird right now.
He an ugly woman, too.
Stan's getting ready for his first TV gig in a while. I mean, he's got 150,000 employees that work underneath him.
8 years.
He's not used to being on TV. And when we're backstage, Deidre, she comes over to him and she was like, Stan, what happened to your face?
Oh, my God.
Oh my God,
way to kill the
Stan is
confidence.
probably
Get the employees.
Hey.
I have 5 daughters, right? You know how much fun they're gonna have when they see that stupid wig on me?
Hey, Stan is like,
killing.
Bob, man, I haven't worked at the UFC for a while, and now I remember why.
He also said he works with real people now. Like, we're not real people.
Well, you're not real people, but me and Chris are.
He makes you feel like a loser when you talk to him.
I know. Well, I'm sitting right next to him.
asking about like what he does now, and it's just like right over my head. This guy's super smart.
Guys, we have 14 fighters set to weigh in, including Khamzat Chimaev, who will be the first to step to the stage in 8 minutes here on the weigh-in show. So let's take a look at what's going down here in Chicago. A fantastic card gets started on ESPN+. It's the flyweight tough finale in the curtain jerker. Alibi Idris taking on Joseph Morales. ESPN going to join us in progress at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Brian Battle faces Nursultan Ruzaboyev. Chase Hooper looking to make it 6 in a row against Alexander Hernandez. We have a top 15 flyweight showdown with Jessica Andrade and Lupi Godinez. And how about this? The quickest turnaround in Contender Series history. Vaisangur Susukayev earns a UFC contract on Tuesday. He will face Eric Nolan on Saturday, the Marine Corps vet right here in Chicago. As for the main card, top 15 flyweights, Tim Elliott and Kaya Sakura kicking it off. The 9th-ranked middleweight Jared Cannonier facing 15th-ranked Michael Venom Page. We have a top 15 welterweight showdown with Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates. The co-main event, undefeated Leone Murphy taking on former Bellator star Aaron Pico in his UFC debut. And then, of course, the main event, it's the middleweight title fight, Dricus du Plessis against the dangerous boogeyman that is Khamzat Chimaev. And with that, we bring in the voice of the UFC, John Anik. And John, this has to be weird for you because it's your ex-girlfriend in the building and Brian Stan with your current girlfriend, Daniel Cormier. This has to be quite awkward for you, my friend.
The greatest living American, Brian Stan. It sounds trite when we say people are actually gracing us with their presence, but it actually applies here. I'll give you another cliche. A rising tide lifts all fucking boats. You want to talk about a man who taught me everything I know about preparation? This is the greatest leader I've ever met. Huge, huge loss for our entire broadcast team. I felt like I got stood up at the altar, but of course, if I have to be with anybody, Daniel Cormier.
At the end of the day, he chooses black. Hey, John Anik, he chooses black.
I do like black.
He does like black.
I wish I was black. I like black, but Brian, it is great to see your face, to be sure.
Dude, John, I miss you so much, and you know that was one of the harder decisions I've ever had to make. It's awesome to be back and be reunited. It's such a warm welcome to John, as you know. These fellas welcome me back so warm. I mean, I don't know if the insults have stopped since I landed.
Well, why don't you just kiss John?
Yeah.
Why don't you just kiss him?
all right, Anik.
Are you jealous? Are you jealous? He's a. Sorry, John. I didn't mean to put you in this position. Your current wife is a little upset.
I'm jealous.
Well, I think
I'm gonna beat him when we get home.
I think you might get more jealous because I have a little game that I want to play. Because, Anik, you have a lot of best friends. You have a lot of people you're really close to. Dominic Cruz certainly falls in that mix. So I want to play a little game with you with DC, Dom, and the greatest American ever to set foot on the earth, Brian Stan. It's called F, Marry, Kill. All right? You have Brian Stan, you have Daniel Cormier, and you have Dominic Cruz. You know the game, F, Marry, Kill. Let's go.
John, kill me.
So I
I'll
have to
make a
have
sacrifice.
sex with one of these gentlemen here?
Yeah,
at
I mean,
9 o'clock
theoretically
in the morning?
speaking.
Is that right?
Let's say stranded on a desert island.
So, I mean, I'm definitely marrying Brian Stan. I think that goes without saying.
Yes.
We
He's
just
probably
have
not
to
gonna cheat
have
on you.
That's a good husband.
A platonic relationship. Platonic relationship, though, Stan, because I do not want to sleep with you.
That's right.
You know, DC be too hard. DC be too hard to kill. You know, so I think I try to kill Cruz, and DC will have our one-night stand and move on with it. My man.
Let's go. It'll be a night full of passion.
You guys, man, of all the questions I expected here today, yes, this is the biggest fight of the year, our main event.
Oh my God.
I did not expect to have to sleep with DC.
This is a different weigh-in show than what I did 8 years ago.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
You guys
I
do
forgot.
things a lot
Yeah,
different.
we forgot to tell you. It's a little different here now.
All right, so let me ask you this. Weidman and I were out, we were studying at the library, and we ran into a huge fight fan here in Chicago. You remember talking to this guy, Weidman? And he goes, I don't know, man. I can't really be into this fight card. I said, what are you talking about? This is not only the biggest fight card of the year. This is the most highly anticipated matchup of the year. This is fair to say, right, Anik?
With respect to Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria and any other big fight of 2025, it is not promotionally hyperbolic to suggest this is the biggest fight of the year. If you ask the avid MMA fan, what is the most chaotic championship matchup we can put together? This is the matchup, right? And even if the betting odds suggest it's not a pick'em fight, and a lot of us do believe this is closer than the betting line would indicate, this is straight chaos in an octagon. I mean, I'm getting anxious just thinking about calling it. So, biggest fight of the year, Dricus du Plessis has suggested hardest opponent he's ever faced. And also, despite his track record in Canada and Australia, he has said this event in Chicago is the biggest event on which he will have competed. I can't wait to get there tomorrow night. One more sleep. You know how it goes.
All right, so Dricus, we can see the numbers up here on the screen. A plus 200 underdog. The common thought, though, some say it's a lazy narrative, but the common thought, I think, with most is the longer the fight goes, the bigger advantage that Dricus has. Does Dricus agree with that?
I don't think so. I think he is more aligned with Team Chimaev, sort of thinking that he's going to get the absolute best out of this guy. And all reports are that in terms of the cardiovascular base, that Chimaev has never been in a better position. But a lot of what we talk about on our podcast is the Hunger Games, right? The will, right? And we talk about du Plessis, cardio plus will, right? Merab Dvalishvili. When you have both of those things, heart and will with the cardio, very hard to beat. Chimaev's got heart, right? And the Usman fight wasn't even that close. So I understand his distinction as the favorite, but I don't necessarily lean into the prevailing wisdom, if you want to call it that the longer fight undeniably favors DDP.
All right, co-main event, Aaron Pico in his UFC debut against Leone Murphy. One of the things, if there is a criticism of the UFC these days, at least in the United States, is we don't have a ton of American superstars. Aaron Pico was one of those guys that with a win could jump into the elite status of UFC fighters right now. Does he have the most to gain in this fight in terms of getting mainstream notoriety if he can get a win?
Most to gain and potentially most to lose, right? I mean, must win is sort of a tough term in the UFC, but it certainly applies here. We've seen Patricio Pitbull and Patchy Mix and other highly touted newcomers come in and suffer a loss in that debut, and it ends up being essentially a 2-year championship setback. So, yes, the world is Aaron Pico's oyster right now. Sometimes the issue might just be that the UFC opposition, in this case the undefeated Leone Murphy, is just too good. Thankfully, Murphy was only asked a question or two at the press conference because he seemed like he was having a hard time with the weight cut, and it is a short notice fight for Leone, so there are a lot of implications, but Pico's got a ton to gain. But my gosh, I mean, as has accompanied him dating to his pro debut at Madison Square Garden, mounds of pressure on the Californian Aaron Pico.
I'm sorry to throw you that curveball, but as per usual, you hit it out of the park at the top of this interview. Thanks,
Thank you.
Anik.
Hey, DC, room 1802.
DC will be there.
This dude is.
He's definitely.
No,
going.
we spent way too much time together already. So like, yeah, we're good.
He did that.
It was super weird this morning. I woke up, I look at my phone, and Weidman's like, "What room are you in?"
I needed a phone charger.
I know, but it was a little weird. It was a
and
little.
you took your time letting me know where
I was in the
you got
shower.
nervous?
He probably got scared a
I
little
think he
bit.
got a little nervous.
Hey, Chris, he probably got scared, huh?
100%.
I don't know my room.
I'm like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, Brian.
Kind of man ass.
I don't know my room. Brian, you know why it's like this now? Like we're kind of like our own. Like everybody's like their own bosses. Like it's only Zach. There's nobody to control him. Yeah, he's the boss now. He's gotten like promotion after promotion.
With apologies to Craig, we're sorry, by the way.
Yeah, no, but Zach is out of his mind. They gave him too much run, and that creates this.
Well,
which I love because you know how great I am.
He made the executive decision to give R.J. Clifford a lot of creative freedom on the design of this show.
But one time they let
RJ.
R.J. make drinks, and all he did was put hot sauce and mayonnaise in the drink. Hot sauce and mayonnaise.
I would expect nothing less.
There has been 4 times where I've said I'm not doing it.
Well,
there's a wheel with the term shocker on it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I don't know
that.
what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
DC will hit you with the shocker.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's DC's favorite move.
After what is going to happen with him and John, I understand he would, but I'm not excited for any of this.
Go ahead.
all right, we do know what's going on Saturday night, and this really is a fight that we've been waiting forever to see. And you have talked about this week that narrative that the longer it goes, the better chance Dricus has, right? Yeah. Are you kind of?
I'm still with that, but I will say I feel like oh, we got Chimaev weighing in.
For a title for the first time.
Hey.
The number 3 ranked
Yeah, so the thing with this is like we're
contender.
looking for a flaw in Chimaev because he's so good. When he's aggressive and he's going forward and the way he finishes people, you can't imagine this guy losing. So we kind of look for a flaw. And in some of those fights with the Gilbert Burns and with Usman, you saw him slow down a little bit, but he still dominated the fight. You know.
I did.
we got the curtain.
I did with Coach Cal yesterday. Some of what he's doing in that garage. We did 5 minutes. They said Chimaev is doing 10 rounds of 5 minutes. If he's doing that for 50 minutes, unbelievable. And this is very risky because you get one opportunity to do this.
183, the official weight.
183, 2 pounds underweight.
Yeah.
And that's important because, like, Dan, like one time you get to step on that actual scale.
That's a great point.
So Chimaev is doing everything that you coach him to do.
2 pounds
You know, he
under.
showed that. No, I'm saying like with his cardio, he's shown that he slowed down a little bit. So now he's out there with Coach Calavita. But the question is, how much does that actually help? You know, like, is it a mindset thing? Is it a genetic thing?
Bro,
Are you just that explosive
it
where
was
you
so
are going to
hard.
get tired? Like, how much do you think that actually helps, though?
It
in a
helps,
fight?
bro.
Yeah?
It has to.
All right,
There's no
next
way something can be
to
that
the
hard and
scale,
not
also
help.
competing in the middleweight division, live on ESPN, Gerald.
My name is Gerald Mershart, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, by way of Racine, Wisconsin. Brian, I haven't seen you since my first UFC fight in 2016. How much do I have to pay you to get you back in here, man?
What do you ask you?
How much do you have to pay you to get you
I
back in
guarantee
there?
Stan's
was
getting
the
paid more than
company.
we are.
I came for the
Official weight
company,
GM3,
clearly.
Gerald Mershart.
Brian's like, yo, I'm so busy being a CEO or whatever that I need to be like destroyed a little bit in my confidence. So I'm gonna go back and hang out with these.
Let me go back and hang out with you guys.
It's good. Keeps him humble.
Dude, it's great to see him
Competing in a
Mershart.
prelim live on ESPN,
Oh, man,
the
he's
lightweight
great.
division.
He had a close
Chase
fight with Rainer de Ritter, man, who's now
a hell
looking
of
for
a
a
fighter.
title shot here.
Here's Chase Hooper, who's been on fire since moving up to lightweight, winning 5 in a row, a ground game specialist. He's recorded 3 out of his last 5 wins by submission, but really improving his stand-up at the same time. In his last win over Jim Miller, Hooper actually landed twice as many significant strikes as the UFC's
155, the official weight for Chase Hooper.
all-time wins leader. Hard to believe he's just 25 years old and he's already been in the UFC for 5 years.
He's actually getting better.
Yeah, he
Like
really
way
is.
better.
It's way
Our
stronger.
next
Yeah.
fighter is one half of the co-main event, live on pay-per-view in the featherweight division. The number 6 ranked contender, Leone the Miracle Murphy.
It was interesting to see what Leone Murphy was talking about this week. He actually expected that he was going to get matched up with Arnold Allen, who's ranked ahead of him, right? Instead of getting that matchup now, he gets a completely unranked guy from out of nowhere who's got a style that is a little bit tricky.
146, the official weight for Leone.
140. So I wonder where he is mentally, right? Did he really want this Aaron Pico matchup? Does he want the pressure of a newcomer who can wrestle? Interesting when you start talking about how I thought the UFC was going to match me up with this guy, and I think that's sounds like that's who he wanted to fight, and he's got a matchup maybe he didn't want.
But if you're going to pick the time to fight Pico, it's in his UFC debut.
That's right.
The jitters and all this stuff that he has to deal with.
Of Steel Neal.
Man, Jeff Neal, interesting. He talked about this week, and I've seen this with other fighters before, and I think it's uncommon, though. He mentioned how working part-time actually helps him kind of live a little bit of normalcy and not have to constantly think about the pressure of the fight. He doesn't need the money, but he likes having a part-time job. He says it's actually a good distraction for him. It helps him mentally prep for the fight, so it's not constant pressure.
What is he doing? He's a waiter?
He's a server. Could you imagine this dude, hands of steel, coming and serving you some food, right?
Well, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that when I heard that.
Didn't I just see you knock somebody out last night? You're serving me a steak right now?
That's
right?
crazy.
You're wild.
Jeff Neal.
I give him credit, but like, aren't you tired after training?
But Jeff Neal has fought, like, Jeff Neal has had an up, like, his career's been a little bit up and down, but the people that he's lost to, he's lost to some of the best in the division. He's fought them well, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's fought some tough.
Yeah.
Vicente Luque, he's fought some good people.
Ian Gary
was very close.
He's always there, too. He is no easy out.
Division, Michal Oleksiejczuk.
Dude, interesting. Oleksiejczuk, obviously his last fight, he leaves Poland and he goes to fight nerds in Sao Paulo. You know, that last fight, I think, was a little bit of a gimme. The opponent really wasn't there. I think this is really the fight now, his second camp with a new team.
186, the official weight for Michal Oleksiejczuk.
When fighters make changes like he did, I think it's usually the second fight you actually see what improvements, what adjustments. Because he's always been good, but he had that 3-fight skid before he got his last win. I'm interested to see what additions he's made to his game.
Championship main event, Caio Borralho.
Yeah, man, he's ranked #1, and he has to be ready to step in if either one of these guys end up pulling out. I mean, he's fighting next month, pretty much. So to have to cut weight and then have to fight again like a month later is kind of crazy, but he's willing to take the risk. And it's interesting that Imavov is not here, you know, because he's ranked #1 right now. But Borralho
184, the official weight for Caio Borralho.
Those fight nerds just have a swag about them right now. They got so much momentum on them.
All right, next fighter to the scale,
love
making his
fighting,
UFC
right? They just love to
debut
fight.
in the middleweight division by Sangur Susurkayev.
Hey, you know, B. Joe Pyfer. It's harder to say B by Sangur Susurkayev, but the way this kid performed last week was amazing, especially on a slow night at the Contender Series where he went out there and he did exactly what he was supposed to do and immediately called his shot. I love talking to this young man because he understands what he's attempting to do now was done by Khamzat Chimaev on Fight Island.
186, the official weight for by Sangur.
But actually faster. He's got talent. He's got talent out the ears. Extremely skillful and a confidence to match. Excited to see what he can do on Saturday.
Chimaev is saying that he's better than him.
Former world title challenger and #9 ranked contender.
That's a big
compliment. The Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier.
One of the few fighters in the UFC who have competed in 3 different weight classes. As a matter of fact, Cannonier and Connor are the only 2 fighters in the modern era of the UFC to record knockout wins in 3 different divisions. Now the 41-year-old former title challenger really facing one of the more unique opponents.
186, the official weight for Jared Cannonier.
He looks great for 41. What is going on
If
here?
I had a body like Jared Cannonier, I would put oil on me before I go weigh in. I just have oil all over my body.
Is that before or after you leave Anik's room?
I would just, hey, Stan, I would hit the weigh-in stage and just slide on my stomach. Put lotion on me.
Hey, this is an interesting story here, man. For Klose, his last fight was very quickly after the tragic death of his brother. And he even admitted this week, he said, look, I fought too soon. I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally ready to deal with that loss and compete high level. Says now his mind's in it.
156, the official weight for Drakkar Klose.
Makes weight. You just have to have a heavy heart for this guy and hope now he's more focused, can get back on track. He's a heck of a fighter.
I love what you're doing, but, like, you don't have to stop to wait for them. Khamzat,
All right, next
Aaron,
man to the stage,
those guys.
charged with kicking off the main card in the flyweight division, 11th ranked contender, Tim Elliott.
Timothy Elliott here. I'm fighting out of Next Generation Mixed Martial Arts in Frisco, Texas.
Dude,
I had a guy offer me some change and food, thinking that I was homeless.
This is impressive.
So I just want to know what's better, the homeless look or the clean-shaven look.
Homeless. Dude, interesting. This guy's so humble. He said, he goes, look, I love fighting Kai. He's the reason I'm on the main
event.
event.
Next athlete to the stage, making his UFC debut on short notice in the middleweight division, Eric Nolan.
My name's Eric Nighttime Nolan, fighting out of Dante Rivera, BJJ, from Edison, New Jersey. Hey, Brian, Semper Fi. Tell them how hard the Marines fight.
183, the official weight for Eric Nolan.
Marine Corps vet Eric Nolan.
Okay.
Gotta love it. 0311. He's got his MOS tatted on his chest. For those that don't know, that's an enlisted infantryman there.
All right, next fighter to the
hard kid
scale,
right there.
competing in the Ultimate Fighter flyweight final, Joseph Morales.
Bopo.
Here is Joseph Morales, fighting out of Sacramento, representing Team Alpha Male, where he's been training since he's 9 years old. This is his second UFC stint. His first one was in 17 and 18, went 1 and 2. And after a successful run on the Ultimate Fighter, gets a second chance
126,
here.
the official
Coming
weight
off
for
a
Joseph
split
Morales.
decision win in the TUF semifinals. He said on TUF, DC was a prick on camera, but pretty cool off camera.
I was making TV, bro. I was just trying to make TV.
I've heard you say that a few times this week.
I tried to make TV, man. I was making
Competing in the
TV with
lightweight
him, messing
division,
with him.
Alexander Hernandez.
Hey, Alexander Hernandez has been here for a while, and his first performance was so amazing that there was expectation that followed.
He was top prospect.
Yeah, bro, he struggled for a little bit, but quietly he's won 2 in a row. He's not having to deal with the expectation, and sometimes that really does lend itself to success. Because when you start the way he did, everybody's like, oh, this guy's gonna be a champion. Now he can just operate at the rate that he's comfortable with. I like it.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in the lightweight division, the UFC legend Edson Jr. Barboza.
Man, a true vet in the UFC, one of the most explosive and dynamic strikers we've ever seen in the sport. I'll never forget his Terry Edom knockout, that spinning back kick to his head, and the way he fell. I mean, he is so dangerous. His leg kicks are ridiculous. It's almost like a Jose Aldo. You watch him fight, you just want to, you're screaming, you want to see him leg kick more. He has struggled with the pressure.
155.5, the official weight for Edson Barboza.
With some pressure fighters and guys kind of just moving him backwards, bringing his back towards the cage. He had a fight, he lost his last fight to Leone Murphy, which is no slouch, but he kind of got beat up in that fight.
All right, next fighter to weigh in is the number 11 ranked contender in the women's flyweight division, Karine Silva.
You start shuffling. What? You start shuffling through those notes.
Yeah, no. I'm grabbing
You don't know that one.
We're checking his prep. Okay.
You saw him?
Hey, listen. Karine Silva has all finishes in every victory she has. She's a true finisher.
About to come up here and finish you.
Yeah.
Man, what are you talking?
Did you guys not have Zach and me tell you to get out of card? What are you talking about? You guys
I've done it on TV to know.
Side with DC. Don't side with DC.
Okay. Aaron Pico making his debut finally. Has long wanted to be a world champion. Has long believed himself to be one of the best in the world. Finally gets the opportunity to show it.
145.
145 for AP. Hey, Aaron Pico. If this guy wasn't fighting right now,
main event,
I believe he'd be Olympic champion. Wrestled in the Olympic Trials finals as a high school kid. Lost in the final. It's unbelievable what he has done as an
next fighter
athlete.
to the scale, one of the
This
best
guy has a
welterweights
ton of
in the
potential.
world, number 12 at present, competing live on the main card here in Chicago, the Nightmare Carlos Prates.
Man, Carlos, one of the most feared guys in the UFC, and he's had all knockouts in every one of his UFC fights. So he's a big finisher. And then he fought Ian Gary. Ian Gary used a lot of movement and was kind of like sticking and moving, and he struggled a little bit with that. But he's coming off that first loss.
For Carlos Prates.
And so this is a statement fight for him. Coming out of the Fighting Nerds, he's a beast.
Also competing on the main card in the middleweight division, Michael Venom Page.
Hey guys, the one and only MVP, as you guys know, Michael Venom Page, fighting out of London City. And I want to ask you guys a question. In fact, DC, how important do you think wrestling is going to be in this fight? Let me know.
Well, I mean, everybody tries to wrestle him because he just makes you, stuck. He literally gets you stuck in mud when you're fighting him. And I asked him about that. I go, dude, how do you make these great fighters just look at you and take pictures? He goes, they are so busy trying to figure out how to approach me that they forget what they're supposed to do. He kind of made the comp. You know when we're trying to stop something in the middle?
Yeah.
Right? Where you're kind of pressing to stop to match it.
Yeah, the timing.
He goes, the timing thing.
Yeah.
He said with him, though, that thing's not going like this. It's forward, back, up, down, moving in all kinds of directions while you're still trying to time it.
And he's so accurate.
Yeah,
I think it makes you hesitant to want to shoot in there because he's got a lot of options, and he doesn't miss very often.
And he waits for the other guy to just move in a little bit. As soon as they go for something, he's meeting them down the middle.
Yeah. This is taking a minute.
He's very under.
He looks okay. He doesn't look like he's looking for a towel to put his hands on like DC. So I'm thinking he's going to make weight.
No towel.
Oh, Stan, really?
That's what I'm talking about, Stan. Let's keep this going. Yeah.
Well, you're mad at me.
Yeah, I'm mad.
You're mad. That's what we were trying not.
You came at me right at the top of the show, DC.
I'm trying not to laugh.
You guys threw a digital wig on me. I can't have that.
I'm actually trying not to laugh. Oh, he is overweight.
Listen.
Whoa.
See? He was
I've never seen a guy smiling while being.
And this is one of those things that they told us before this weigh-in is that if he weighs in and he's over on this official scale, it's up to the commission if they allow him to weigh in again.
But he has to be within 3 pounds, which in all likelihood he's within 3 pounds.
Oh, I see.
He doesn't look like he's depleted.
You tried really hard.
What do you mean? I mean, you didn't pay attention. That's the thing.
186, the official weight for MVP, Michael Venom Page.
What happened? Did he make it?
He's got it.
Oh, yeah, he made it. He made it.
Why would Hamzat go behind the curtain when he's 2 pounds under?
I have no idea.
You never know. You never know.
Because you want to take
hard
off
to
your
trust
underwear,
it, right? Like it's hard to trust the scales you've been on until you get on
And
that
plus,
real
like
scale.
Hamzat ain't trying to take off his underwear. The Russians, they don't even want to shower with their underwear off. So he ain't really trying to take off his underwear.
That's true.
He had to be like maybe he's wanted to be sure. Because maybe that scale in the back might be off.
The underwear
Our next
could be
fighter
like
to hit the
0.4,
scale is
so
the
it's might as
number
well just
11 ranked
take 'em off.
strawweight in the world, Lupi Godinez.
Dude, I feel like this is make or break for Lupi, right? She even said this week, biggest fight of her career. She needs a signature win. She's a great fighter, good everywhere, but she's the main names, the big fighters that she's taken on, right? She always has not been just short of getting a victory. Let's see if she makes it. Scale's moving.
She's looking.
That's not a good feeling. Like that's got to be
It's
real
the worst.
uncomfortable.
Man, they're just
She's
wiggling
staring
around.
a hole through
You
that
can't
dude's head right
can't
now.
flex
Like,
this
dude,
long.
I'm trying to keep smiling, please.
Well, you know what? You want
Call the number.
You want to know a little trick? You get on the scale, you flex, you kind of wiggle the scale a little bit.
Hold on, look, the hands are coming down now.
That ain't gonna make you lighter.
This is awful.
Yeah, it's the worst.
got
Well, what's
better.
up with the commissioner, bro? Like, did it break or did it not break? If it broke,
Right, it can't be that wobbly.
It has to just touch underneath. I guess it's not touching underneath.
DC, are you texting him
look
right
at
now?
this thing.
You've been on your phone the whole time.
no, I'm about to text.
this
I'm
poor
about to
girl.
text the people in the truck.
I haven't seen this, I don't think, ever.
Wow.
I just don't know what the commissioner's doing. It's his fault. Like, everybody can't be
But
overweight.
now he's moving it again.
He's putting it.
This is, I mean, the anxiety.
Poor girl.
But
What
I
is
think
up?
she's confident. She looks confident.
She looks like she knows she's on, and the scale is just malfunctioning right
And
now.
with the girls, they have the top and the bottoms on. So
It's
the towel,
like,
they can take
but
that
as
off.
the
That's a lot of
scale,
weight.
Brian, if the scale is at the weight and it breaks a little bit from the top, it's over.
That's it. It's over.
You made the weight.
That was great analysis.
What did he say?
Is
never
Wyman
thought
getting
about
paid
that,
for
right?
this show?
What did he say? What did he say?
115,
all
the
right,
official
She's
there
weight
got
we
the
go.
top and the bottom on. So if she goes into the towel,
we
she's got
go.
a lot of weight she can take off. Like
You're so.
the guys
All
just
right.
have the underwear.
Oh man.
Was he trying? Wait a minute. Was he
Our
weighing
next
her in
fighter
for the
to the
wrong weight?
scale,
Is that the
competing
problem?
in a middleweight
I think he was
prelim,
going for
Nursultan
125, not
See what I'm
realizing
saying?
she's 115.
See what I'm saying?
That was the problem.
Oh man, this dude Nerlson is a beast. I don't know how he made. I do not know how he made welterweight for so many years because he is so big. I think the right weight class for him is middleweight. But Brian Battle's gonna be a tough puzzle to solve.
Yeah, it's a tough fight.
Brian Battle coming up to 85 now. You gotta stop.
I can't.
Aren't you a professional?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Can we talk about the fact that you have a fan next to you? You have a personal fan?
I'm not supposed to say nothing. They told me don't interrupt
How'd
because
that
they have
happen?
something to do, bro. But I saw something.
Oh no.
So funny.
Well, let's give Nursultan a little respect here. He's still on the scale, trying to.
186.
Can Mark
The official weight for Nursultan Ruzaboyev.
Weigh-ins, bro, because the commissioner's doing crazy stuff right now.
So RJ Clifford with us now, and I heard because Stan's been out of TV for so long, you had to help him get ready for the show.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you guys embarrassed me. You put a digital wig on me. I'm like, Brian, that's not even top 5 most embarrassing things.
No, that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's just the beginning.
they needed a drill sergeant, if you will, to get him ready for the show, to make sure that he's prepared. We don't just put any Tom, Dick, or Harry in this chair, right? So that drill sergeant was me. Take a look. Brian Michael Stan. Well. Look who's back in the fold. I bet you thought you'd come in here and, get a ticker parade. Everyone would be so happy that you're here. Oh, maybe a statue will be done in my honor. No fucking way! This is the weigh-in show. The most intense 2.5 hours in sports television. You think you're ready? I've been sent from on high to make sure you're ready. Oh, look at me. War hero, college football star, WEC champion, fucking cakewalk. I hope you're ready for the most intense boot camp of your life, because it's just that serious. Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch. It's not enough just to know the fighters. You need to be able to reel off the biggest and best UFC superstars while being shocked. Go!
Pantoja, Merab, Volkanovski, Tapoye, Jack Della, DDP, Ankalev, Tom Aspinall, Zhang Weil, Valentina Kailaris.
We need the most unique, exhilarating, and extensive takes on every single fighter. So, I need you to take a shot of hot sauce, and you tell me what type of fighter that is.
Conor McGregor, flashy, bold, entertaining, but the flavor runs out a little bit before the meal's over. Izzy Adesanya, smooth, but the aftertaste reminds me of him. Might just troll you in the middle of dinner for no reason at all. All right, as Derek Lewis. Start slow, knocks your taste buds out. Wow, that's hot. All right, Sean Strickland, completely unrefined, extremely spicy. You're either gonna love that or you're gonna absolutely hate it.
So on other shows, they're a team. On the weigh-in show, it's every man for themselves. DC's gonna come at you hard, he's gonna come at you fast. So you need to get on the offensive. I wanna hear as many Daniel Cormier golf jokes as you can while doing burpees.
DC's short game is as long as the buffet line. DC's slice is so big it's sold at Pizza Hut. DC's golf balls spend more time in the woods than Yuri Prohaska. DC's idea of a birdie is the kind that's fried with a biscuit on the side. DC's handicap is yes.
So Brian, I know you know your stuff. Yes. But any Tom, Dick, and Harry can watch a combination and walk them through the action. I want you to be able to name every striking combination that Shane throws just by hearing it.
Easy. Jab, cross, hook. Easy. Jab, jab, cross, knee. Jab, jab, overhand right, double uppercut, spinning back fist, Stockton slap, Superman punch.
Well, Brian, you've been shot, burned, burpeed, and bearded. I guess the only other question left is, are you ready to host the UFC weigh-in show?
RJ, who put you in charge of this? Yes, that was really easy. Let's go.
I think he's ready, boys.
That was amazing.
I mean, what is Brian good at? He's the best.
He could hear a combination. He knows the combination just by hearing it.
That was amazing.
Hey, how many takes was the Stockton slap Superman punch?
We got right the first one.
That's incredible.
He heard it. He just hears it.
Incredible.
Oh, man.
You guys ready to play a little game?
Let's
do it.
Wait, can we please revisit something real quick?
Yeah.
Just really fast. You want to know why I was laughing? You ever been on a television set and a name comes up and the analyst, you start hearing this? They said, Caridi Silva. Hey, bro. Caridi Silva. This man.
Chris, I got your back. Chris, many years ago when he was a newbie, right, you would hear that all the time. And the difference was he was doing that to my notes.
Stan,
we were sitting across that desk.
This
was
dude,
all my
Chris,
notes.
In my defense,
this dude, Chris, hit his
I was
notes.
pulling out a card for this.
Grab this phone,
show that
everything.
we have right now.
Oh, that was
Had
amazing.
nothing to do
That
with
was
Caridi
amazing, dude.
Wait a minute, wait.
Caridi Silva.
Stop.
He was actually really
He was
good at
actually-
his
so-
boogeyman card.
Hey,
truly
that's why
getting
you
my
heard him say.
boogeyman card.
You heard him go. Did you guys not hear Zach say, "Grab your boogeyman card"?
No.
He was all.
Dude, you have you have a personal fan on your
Yeah, it sucks,
armchair?
bro.
that's
and
so
it says
embarrassing.
Liverpool. It says Liverpool.
Normally it's a
on it.
person with a giant feather, but we had budget
Who
cuts.
did you ask? Who did you ask to get
Look
to this
at
fan?
look at his forehead though; it's glistening.
It's hot, dude.
He's truly sweating right now. And unlike
it's
you guys,
like-
he did not get up at 5 a.m. to work out
He
this
did
morning.
not. He wasn't
Both
there.
Actually, no, I
All-Americans
did.
did.
I had
wasn't there.
to. I had to. Brian said he was working out.
I did. You just didn't see me because I'm at the hotel I stay at is 5.5 stars.
Oh.
Not just 5. It's like 5.5 stars, the hotel I stay at.
Their speakers go up to 11.
All right, let's
That's
talk
the 5
boogeymen.
seasons.
Hamzat's been called the boogeyman of a couple different divisions since he stepped in the UFC, a fighting style that nobody wants to face. So let's go top 3 boogeymen in the UFC. RJ, you're the lucky man. You get to go first.
All right, let's do this. Obviously, Hamzat Chimaev is up there. Nobody wanted a piece of him. And he is at number 2. Tom Aspinall, he literally made John Jones retire. He's such a boogeyman. And then Shavkat Rakhmonov, just stopping everybody, finish 18-0, 17 finishes.
But he didn't last time.
He didn't last time. 17.
The boogeyman. As a kid, we're taught, put the covers over your head. The boogeyman's here, right? You're scared of him, you still avoid him. Dricus du Plessis, to his credit, is calling out my number 1 boogeyman, Hamzat Chimaev. He's a brave guy. Ilia Topuria. Bro, who wants to fight Ilia at this point? I mean, he's knocking everybody out and stiff. And how about Fluffy? Fluffy Hernandez, to me, is a boogeyman now because you know he's going to drag you to depths that you just do not want to go to. Fluffy Hernandez, for me, is absolutely a boogeyman. Dude, he took the guy by the neck last time. And dragged him backwards across the octagon.
It's a bouncer choke. It's like pulling you out of the bar.
It was like being pulled out of a bar.
I feel like he just entered like that territory now.
It was that
based off that, he almost made my list. My
Gregory
list.
Rodriguez was pretty scared of him, too, whenever Gregory Rodriguez was tired.
Are you a boogeyman, though, if you're a champion? Because everyone wants to fight you if you're a champ.
Yeah,
but if you're a champ, no, but Ilia Topuria, like...
He's making people look bad.
Bro, is bad.
Yeah.
Dude, he's number 1 on my list. Topuria is number 1 on my list. And the crazy thing, as wealthy as he is, as successful as he is, he's still showing up really focused and really hungry. Second on my list is Hamzat. You can't have this list without him, right? He is, and for a good reason, number 1 on a few of your guys' lists. And then finally, I agree with you, RJ, Tom Aspinall, right? How could he not be on that list? Nobody wants to fight him. He's been waiting to fight for some time now. He's definitely the heavyweight.
As the interim champ, nobody's fighting him.
I know.
That's crazy.
Wild.
I can't believe you didn't put him on your card.
I didn't. I messed up. But RJ just said that. He goes, you're the champion. Everybody wants to fight you. Not really.
No, not him.
Not Tom Aspinall.
No.
All right, I'm going with, we have some similar picks here. I'm going Fluffy Hernandez at number 3, and that came off of that Dolidze fight. I mean, for me, I think the scariest thing is a guy who has an endless gas tank.
Yep.
And that's what he brings to the table. He was manhandling Dolidze like he was a little kid. I mean, that was awful. So, yeah, so speaking of endless gas
You're right,
tanks,
Merab.
Who wants to fight that dude? If you don't land the flush shot and put him out, he is never stopping.
You're actually not going to beat Merab unless you knock him out.
Yeah,
It'll be hard to beat him if you don't knock him out.
And it's rare to find guys who get as excited to fight as he does. Like, most fighters are anxious, and that he loves it. Like, he's
It's 3 times this year.
Yeah.
3 times he's fighting. He's fighting when, next month?
I think so.
Yeah, he's the man.
And then number 1, Chimaev. I mean, this is a guy, he was going back and forth between welterweight and middleweights, and I could tell you, as a middleweight, you didn't want to see that guy coming up to middleweight, and as a welterweight, you didn't want him at welterweight. He's just a guy you want to avoid. When you see him on all of his cylinders just going forward and doing what he does, there's nobody who's more dangerous and scary to fight than that guy.
Yeah.
You know, like his explosivity, the way he creates, was able to make up distance on his shots. I mean, I've never seen that before.
Leone Murphy, our first guest on the official UFC 319 weigh-in show, kind enough to join us now, just made weight. And Leone, it seems like you have the endorsement of the champ, Alexander Volkanovski, who has gone on record and said that if you win this fight, he thinks you deserve a title shot. Is that your understanding?
Yeah, man, but I'm not looking past Aaron Pico this weekend. Obviously, in hindsight, that's great that the camp champ's saying that, but got a big task on Saturday night.
You've answered every challenge in your professional career. You've never lost a fight, 16-0-1. Do you consider Pico your toughest challenge yet?
Who knows? He's looked great in his fights, but he's not fought the opposition I fought or the level of competition in the UFC. So we're going to see on Saturday night how good he is.
Leone is DC, man. Manchester, stand up. My guy, you are on the verge of potentially getting everything you've wanted over the course of this career, right? How exciting is it for you now to be done with the weight cut, head back, get some fluids in you? Because right now I see you kind of jittering. I can tell you're cold, right? You're getting that cold back in your body. How exciting is it for you right now?
Yeah, man. I just want to rehydrate now, get some food into me, and then like the fight before the fight's done, I'll be focused on the fight. Then I can't wait to go out for food tonight with the team, relax my mind a bit, tune in tomorrow, and then I'm ready to go, man. I can't wait. Excited.
Leone, the high-level striking that you possess is really a thing to behold. Can you stop Aaron Pico in the ways that he can't pressure you, frustrate him, and make him make mistakes that you can capitalize on?
Of course, and that's what I'm banking on. I think I'm a smart fighter, very smart fighter, and I think I'm going to use his strengths against him.
Leone, Brian Stann here. You had mentioned a little bit that you feel like the weight cut has taken away some of your knockout power. Anything you did differently, particularly for this weight cut, knowing that that's the way we've seen Aaron Pico lose before, getting knocked out earlier in his career?
Yeah, obviously it was a short notice fight, but I've been working with the UFC nutritionist, and that's how I was able to make weight on 3 weeks. I've been working with him much further out. I think the weight cut went a bit smoother this time, even on 3 weeks' notice, so I feel great.
Hey, what's going on, Leone? Chris Weidman here. What's your thoughts on Aaron Pico's stand-up? Do you think he's going to have to rely on his wrestling to be able to win this fight, or is you think he's got the confidence stand-up wise to hang in there with you?
Yeah, that's great boxing, great wrestling, but separately, I think I'm the better kickboxer, and I think the way I'm going to mix it up, he's going to wrestle a lot.
Love it.
All right, Leone Murphy. Good luck, my friend. Very much looking forward to seeing this fight.
Thank you. It's going to be a good one.
Indeed it is. What a tremendous matchup. Leone Murphy and Khamzat Chimaev in the main and the co-main. Two of the best unbeaten fighters in the UFC. So we got to do a list, right? We love our list. Top three active unbeaten fighters in the UFC. We start with our special guest, Brian.
I'm going first. Okay, Tapuye, obviously, I think you've got to go with him at top of my list. Khamzat, no surprise there. He's on the list as well. I think those are the two easy ones. When you start looking at who the third is, that's where I found I had to really get deeper into my analysis. And, you know, I actually went with Michael Morales. I look at this guy, and I think that there's still a ceiling, right? There's still tremendous potential. He's still growing and learning and adding technique. But you can't teach some of the things that he could do in the octagon that are just very scary. He could finish a fight at any moment with the level of power he possesses, so he made my list.
Yeah, that's a tremendous list of guys, and I have the same first two. The third one is where we kind of separate. I put Shavkat Rakhmonov, just because 18 wins, 17 finishes. Last time, hurt, we saw him get through another undefeated guy in Ian Gary and have to manage him late into a fight when he never had to do that. So it kind of gave me the idea that Shavkat is prepared not only to dominate and win fast. If he has to fight the 25-minute fight, he's more than capable of doing that.
You want to see an undefeated guy go through some adversity and get to the other side of that, and that's what Shavkat has done in that fight. I had Shavkat as number 3. We have the same exact list.
Yeah.
I don't know if you cheated off me when I sent my
boring. It happens.
Chimaev and Tapuria up front. You know,
Tapuria. He calls him Tapuria, bro. I keep trying to correct him. He says
That's how you say it in like Spanish.
In Leone?
Yeah.
He says Topuria because he tries to be Spanish. Hey, yo, can we get a...
He didn't get the benefit of working with Anik as much as we
Guys,
did.
can we toast up?
Anik is, yeah. Anik
His game is a problem for me.
Hey, guys, can we toast up?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Let's toast up.
Are we cheersing here?
Little Monaco, yep, little Monaco.
It's been a while.
DC has to get his Monaco sponsorship.
Let's get a little bit in.
Is that right?
Oh,
Is that what we're doing?
You'll learn, Stan.
Hey, guys, wait, before you take your first drink, pour a little bit for the day, homies. Pour a little bit on. You always got to pour a little bit for the homies.
Did you put the towel here for
Yeah,
this?
put the towels. Yeah, pour a
guy
little
is
bit. Now we take a drink. Pour a little bit for the homies every time, and then we drink.
rehearsed.
Guys, let me ask you this question since we just did that list of.
Oh, did you get the watermelon too? Everybody got watermelon?
Same flavor.
Because usually they have different ones, and he jumps across the carpet to get the watermelon.
No, you know why?
You got so many.
No, stop. They gave everybody watermelon because last time they gave Chris watermelon and me something else, and Chris flipped him.
No.
And it came up as racist. So now it's like, well, let's just eliminate Chris's racism.
I knew that was coming. I knew that.
I've never seen DC react.
So now we're equitable. Now we're equitable.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, nothing gets past Weidman. The cans are all the exact same colors. Like, holy shit, we all have the same flavor? I mean, what on earth?
Are you coming at me, old man?
I am, dude. I'm coming.
I don't want to bring up Botox, but it's obvious.
When Loopy was on the scale, it's like, and they have to wear tops and.
Wow, she's got 2 pieces of clothing? Yeah, like Loopy has 2 pieces of clothing. Wow.
I mean, that's a point that analysts need to bring up because a lot of people sitting at home don't realize that. And you have to.
That's what you shuffle through your notes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
2 pieces.
Wait. Is that 2 pieces of clothing?
Guys,
it's a 2-piece.
We should slow down. He's already a little paranoid because the real All-Americans
Hey, Brian,
here.
what did you call Zhong Weili? What was her name?
Oh,
come at me.
It was awful.
In fairness,
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I forgot about that.
As a perfectionist,
I
that's
didn't
going to bother me.
That's
going to bother me.
It does bother me.
The good thing, I can mess up. It doesn't bother me. No anxiety.
And she's an incredible fighter. It bothers me.
What did he say? What did he call her?
Oh, man.
I'm not saying
Wei?
It was bad.
Zhang
All right, but speaking of perfection.
Yes.
You guys experienced perfection in your careers. I believe you started 15-0 in your professional career. Weidman started 13-0. The pressure of being unbeaten, is it greater going into a fight after you suffer that first? What is that like?
There's no pressure. I never felt pressure of being unbeaten. I kind of liked it. It gave you this sense of invincibility a little bit until you get beat. Then you realize, oh my God, like somebody's actually better than me or can compete with me. But I don't think that it makes it harder to fight. I think it just gives you that confidence going inside of the octagon. Like, man, nothing's ever going wrong.
Yeah,
this is a very easy job.
Don't feel bad for the guys who are undefeated because they have more confidence than anybody. They haven't tasted defeat, and when I was undefeated, I didn't think anybody could beat me. Like, I thought I was just that much better than everybody.
I want to ask you guys a question that Hamzat, when I talked to Hamzat and Drakus this week, Drakus said this, and I wonder if there's anything to this. In the gym, did you have anyone that could push you and beat you? I did, because while I might have been undefeated in the octagon, I couldn't beat Cain Velasquez. Drakus said to me, he goes, Hamzat, all he has done is win. He goes, he wins every day in the gym. He wins every fight. He's never lost. He goes, so the moment he starts to lose, he will not be able to handle it. Even there was a thing came out the other day where one of Hamzat's training partner goes, I've never seen him submitted. I've never seen him tap. He doesn't lose. So Drakus is banking on when he starts teaching him losing something, he's going to struggle. You think there's something to that?
Well, yeah, there's absolutely something because you don't know what you don't know. And if you're training in a gym where you're always the one who wins and you only know victory and you feel like you're unbeatable, the problem is nobody's exposing the holes that do exist. There is no perfect fighter. And so if he's in that situation, right, nobody's telling him the things. He doesn't know what he doesn't know, and that could get exposed tomorrow night.
Well, I kind of was the Chimaev. Like, I was not getting submitted. I was dominating everybody in sparring. And I just thought I was the best in the world. I couldn't find a guy who would give me a test in the gym. And then you go in and you lose your first fight, and it definitely messed with my head. I mean, you could look at my SureDog.com and look at my wins and my losses. As soon as I had that first loss, it definitely killed me.
But what about like in the round? That's where I saw the biggest issue, right? So I was fighting with Cain, right? But I always knew we were in practice, and I also knew that if I got away from Cain, I could beat everybody else. So if I needed that confidence, I would just go with other guys. It was in the fight when I was fighting Jones. I started losing in that fight. I started going like, what is happening? You get to round 4, and it's 3-1. You're like, oh, my God. Right? Round 5, you're down 3-1. You got to go knock him out. You're like, what do I do now? Especially when, and also, you know who hasn't seen him lose? His coaches, right? So his coaches have not seen him struggle. I remember with my coaches, great coaches, guys that had seen champions, champions lose. When I started losing, I'm asking questions like, did I win the round? And they were almost frazzled because they had never seen me in that situation. How are the coaches going to handle it if Khamzat starts dealing with adversity?
Well, I will say, Chimaev, he did start off when in training with Gustafsson out in Sweden, when Gustafsson was the man. And Gustafsson was a tough training partner. I trained with him before. That dude is a beast. He's a monster. He walks forward, great combinations. And Chimaev probably took some L's in practice early on in his career.
I think Daniel brings up a great point, though, because this is critical in championship rounds and championship fights. If your coaches have never been put in a position where they have to bring the best out of you or they have to pull you out of adversity after you've lost a heavy round or after you've got, that's a problem, right? I think in the Gilbert Burns fight, they maybe had to do that with Khamzat a little bit in that fight where he got dropped. So they might be more experienced in that, DCB. You bring up a good point. If your coaches aren't ready to do that, that's probably going to happen in this DDP fight, right? In a 5-round fight against the champ who's this tough, they're going to have to do something to bring the best out of him after a down round.
This guy has been a sensational performer inside the octagon. He's also one of the biggest stars, right? One of 3 active fighters with 10 million followers on Instagram is Khamzat Chimaev. And nobody knows this better than you two. 2 guys who were stars. When you put a Khamzat interview up there on your YouTube channel, it gets as many or more hits than anything else. With a win, does he become the biggest star in the UFC?
It's hard, man. That's hard. That's hard because, again, you just said there are 3 guys that have 10 million Instagram followers. Those 3 guys, Islam, Ilya.
Those 2.
And Khamzat,
yep.
Right? Those guys are winning at the same rate, if not more. So their star, they've got a head start essentially against Khamzat. But with how scary he is, with the spotlight that he brings in with him, he could be. But I think that he'll be aligned with those guys. Ilya's a star, bro. Ilya Topuria is a star. I don't know if it's showing in the pay-per-view numbers yet, but in terms of just the way he's perceived around the world, Topuria is a star. And Islam.
It's how you win, though. If he goes out there tomorrow night and he goes and breaks if he goes and does what he did to Robert Whittaker, something that scary, then the answer could be yes. Topuria's there right now because of how he wins.
Yes.
He makes you look bad and he puts your lights out at the same time.
But yeah, and by the way, I just want to clarify this. I'm talking guys who are active. Conor obviously has more followers. He hasn't fought in a few years, right? Yeah. But guys who are fighting right now in the last year or 2, it's those 3 guys and then everybody else.
Yeah, but then, like, how big of a star did Islam become? He submitted Charles Oliveira to become the champion, right? How big did it jump that time? I think Islam might have went to 10 million Instagram followers this year. He's already been the champ for 2 years.
Right.
Khamzat's already there.
Yeah, I think.
And he doesn't have the belt.
I think Chimaev, I go back to what Stan said, it kind of depends on the moment that he creates. And I do think if he wins this fight, it's in a dominating fashion, pretty quick. It's a crazy finish, and I think he's the biggest star in the UFC.
He also has that kind of wry sense of humor, right? Khamzat, like, you have fun with all of these guys, but personality sells, right? As well as the performance inside the octagon.
But at some point, right? At some point, Khamzat Chimaev has to shoot on someone, and they've got to defend. And we're going to have to learn truly what the makeup of the man is, right? Because right now, it's all pretty much gone according to plan. Even the fights against Usman and Gilbert Burns dropped him, and Gilbert Burns fought him well. But again, he was sucking down 15 more pounds. Yeah. Imagine him now. But if it doesn't come, then we could be looking at a guy that Starr could go.
And that Burns fight, he was kind of hesitant to get into the guard, so it was like a completely different type of matchup. If he takes DDP down, he's going to be comfortable there.
All right, back to the weigh-in stage. It is Leone Barbosa. She joined the UFC after winning on the Contender Series back in 2023, and for the 3rd time today, the curtain comes out. She's coming off a first-round submission win over Diana Belbitsa in April. Got a $50,000 bonus, which was her first bonus in the UFC. Said she wanted a ranked fighter in her next fight, and on Saturday she gets her shot against Karine Silva, who's ranked 11th in the flyweight division. She was an interesting story, moving to the States about 5 years ago to train alongside Chris Cyborg. Lived with her for a while as well. Says it's like her big sister. She's now trying to string together back-to-back wins.
125.5, the official weight for Leone Murphy.
For the first time in her career. And she does make weight. All right. All right, let's bring in Michael Venom Page, MVP, kind enough to join us now. You had to, you brought out the curtain. Were you nervous back there? You were smiling the whole time, as you always are.
Yeah, no, I'm not nervous. There's definitely something wrong with those scales because I never miss weight. Never miss weight. I'm too professional for that. So, yeah, I knew that it would get sorted out.
All right, here you are facing Jared Cannonier, who's bigger and stronger, certainly not faster, right? But maybe different than some of the other guys you face. For you, since your style is so unique, do you change your game plan much from fight to fight, or are you just going out there being the same MVP you normally are?
No. I think if you're a true tactician in this game, you need to adjust to your opponent. So although it might not look that I'm making that many different adjustments, I am tailoring it slightly more towards this specific opponent. So Jared, you know, when he makes specific steps, when he changes stance, I've got specific game plan for him. So 100%, you have to be smart in this game. You have to read your opponents. You have to analyze, and that's what I do. But the added value is my style is very hard to kind of game plan towards me.
I have to ask you this question: with Aaron Pico making his debut in the UFC on this card, you're one of the few Bellator guys that's come over. You're 2-1 in the UFC and has had immediate success. Doing that later in your career, what was the most challenging part about moving to another promotion, a bigger promotion?
I think the most challenging part is remembering that regardless of the promotion, you're still fighting MMA. And I think a lot of people, and including myself, you get sold on the brand. And because the brand is so amazing, it's so historical, you know, so many amazing fights and amazing fighters have come from there, you put pressure on yourself to try and deliver when you already have been delivering. People want you on the show and you've been signed to the show because you've already been delivering, and all you need to do is be yourself out there. And a lot of people, they become the guy that tries too hard and then they don't perform in the best way, including myself.
Yeah, what's up, MVP? Big fan. Chris Weidman here.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, you know, you were a welterweight. You ended up going up to middleweight to fight Shara Bullet because of the matchup. Fans wanted to see it. But now you're staying back at middleweight. What made you decide that you wanted to stay back up?
So, yeah, my decision to stay back up is because in this, I'm calling it the last lap. I spoke to a lot of people. It's the last lap. I want to make a lot of noise. I want to go where the smoke is. And it doesn't seem like anybody at welterweight is holding fire. So I decided to move up a weight.
I hear you. You know, one of my boys, family members, Wonder Boy, and one thing that he loves for matchups is kind of like a traditional stand-up fighter, a kickboxer, boxer, kind of moves forward, just kind of like traditionally what we'll see in MMA. So when you see Cannonier, he's big and strong and all that, but he's got that traditional style. Do you think your style just matches up great against that type of style?
Yeah, 100%. My style matches up great, and I think the main reason is I have to spar so many people that fight exactly like Cannonier. It means I feel like I've got the advantage and the experience, whereas he can't say the same thing. He's not going to find people like me. And I've seen people in their training camps, they either ignore it completely and they're like, oh, I'll figure out when I get there, or they go and get a load of Taekwondo guys that bounce around, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. So his first experience of me is going to be, you know, Saturday night, and it's going to be a problem.
Hey, Michael, Brian Stan here. Great to meet you. You mentioned you wanted to go up to 185 because that's where the smoke is, but is there something about this weight that you feel gives you more of a competitive advantage?
No, not at all. Every division has dangerous fighters, and there's still guys within the welterweight division that I feel is great matchups for me to have. It's just, are they willing to, you know, accept a Rubik's Cube style of fighting that I bring to the table. And I think there are some guys that are going to do it, and maybe it's just a case of timing. But I don't want to waste any time, so I'm like, let me stay active, and then when these guys are ready, we'll get some big fights going. So yeah, I just know my style in itself for anybody is always going to be a problem. But I just want to be active.
Okay, so are you saying that we could see you fight actively in both weight classes, and that this might not be permanent? We're gonna see in the future.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a permanent move. I still see myself as a welterweight. It just feels like there's more opportunities right now at middleweight, and I'm comfortable to be up at that weight and take these kind of bigger fighters. So why not do it instead of waiting around for some of these guys to get themselves in gear and ready?
MVP, you have been in the UFC now for 3 fights. You've won 2, lost 1. Going up in weight class off of a victory, you have an opportunity to really reintroduce yourself to this organization, or especially the fans. But do you need to do something special, right? You've had some moments inside the octagon, but it's been decisions. Do you need to do something explosive against Contender to propel yourself into that top 10, top 7, where guys are going, hey, man, maybe MVP's a player at middleweight?
You know what? Yeah, obviously the results are important, and obviously how you win fights is important. But I think that's the part of the pressure that I've carried on. So I've delivered in a specific fashion, in my previous career at Bellator, and then I've come over, and I feel like I've got an expectation on me to deliver knockouts, have crazy celebrations, have crazy walkouts, and I'm trying to do everything. And let's just chill. Let me just go out there, be myself, get into my flow state. And I don't think I've been in that flow state as of yet. If I get into that flow state, people start falling over automatically. So I don't need to worry about that. But when I'm chasing that, it tends to go decision. So for now, I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I'm going to go out there, be myself, and I'm sure Kevin Hart will fall asleep.
MVP, can we get you to be a guest host on the weigh-in show one of these days? You need to be here.
He did one time already.
I know,
I've done it once.
Again. I need him back again.
I haven't decided.
We spoke about this. We spoke about this.
Dan, I haven't decided yet if he's able to come back because he makes fun of me sometimes. Okay. And he beat me last time in the game, so I have to decide whether or not.
That's all it is. Okay, look, next time I'm going to be nice. I'll make sure you win.
Okay. MVP can come back. Okay, MVP can come back.
MVP, good luck, man.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate seeing all of you.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Always a pleasure. That's a cool jacket.
He's actually good. He's good on the show, too.
UFC and Ayers unite to revolutionize athletic optimization, trusted by the Performance Institute and champion fighters. Ayers sets a new standard in performance technology. We had some fighters on the card, some of their optimal ways to recover from training and the grueling nature of MMA. Let's take a listen to their thoughts.
After a hard training session, I like to do a good stretch, definitely rehydrating, so maybe some fruit or some sort of food that will give me back nutrients and vitamins and minerals and stuff that I lose during those hard workouts. And there's a few other things. Hyperbaric chambers is really good, red light therapy, massage, stretching therapy, hot tub, sauna, the list goes on. Sleep.
I recover after a hard training session by stretching and sleeping.
How I recover after a hard training session is pretty simple. I go home, eat a nice meal, and take a nap.
My favorite, probably not favorite method of recovery, but most effective, I use Normatic. I'm a big fan. It works very well. Ice bath, sauna, and of course making sure the micronutrients is on par. That is my method to recovery, and the number one recovery method of all, if all else fails, is get enough sleep.
Top athletes and trainers rely on Ayers, and you can too. Discover it for yourself. Trying to discover where DDP is. We have 7 minutes left in this 1 hour window.
Crazy.
where if he doesn't weigh in, he has to inform the commission that he is planning to weigh in the second hour. And it's 9:53 local time. We have until 10. Is this concerning?
I know he cuts a lot of weight. He's a big guy, but he's a professional. He's a champion. Yeah. I'm really not concerned at all. He doesn't.
I think he'll be fine. I just think that he's going to have to call them and let them know he's not there. But, yeah, to see. Oh, but there you go. He's on his way.
He's coming.
Yep.
No surprise.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, he's a champ.
Yeah.
He's a champ. But the rest of those guys, though, look at the rest of those guys, though. There's a lot of people that haven't made weight yet. So
yeah, there were 5 or 6 left to go here with 7 minutes. All right, we asked MVP about the difficult transition from Bellator to MMA. Patchy Mix, Pitbull, those are guys that have lost their first fight in. Let's talk flops, right? Top 3 flops coming into the UFC. These are very hyped fighters. Lately, most of those guys have come from Bellator. RJ, we'll start with you on top 3 flops coming into
RJ's
the UFC.
back.
Hi, what's going on, All-American, for at least the time being. Number 3 for me, Will Brooks. I cannot believe how his UFC career went. He was 17-1. He'd already beat Michael Chandler twice, and he was only 30 years old when he came to the UFC.
He's young.
Went 1-3, which was shocking. The only reason he's not number 1 on this list is because he did lose Alex Oliveira, Charles Oliveira, Nick Lentz. Like, he didn't lose to...
Don't say bums.
What?
You said I thought you were going to say the word bums.
No, he didn't lose to bums.
That's why he didn't. That's why he might not have made.
I knew you'd say it for me, so I didn't have to.
All right, next
DDP's on stage.
Gentlemen,
hold that thought.
This live event was built. The reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus still knocks Duplessis.
Oh, he's skipping up there.
Oh, he's ready.
Yeah, he cut that weight at the very last minute.
Doesn't look sucked in.
Yeah, he really doesn't look.
185, the official weight for the champ, Dricus Duplessis.
That being said, he's gonna
and with that, your UFC
main event didn't work that scale a lot faster than they did every other fight.
You better get this dude in and out.
Different person. RJ, were you in the middle of your?
I was before the champ.
Top 3 flops.
Rudely interrupted me by weighing in. Okay, number 2, Crow Cop. 24-2. Again, he was only 32 when he came to the UFC. He wasn't like this old guy. He never beat a guy in the UFC that had a winning record in the UFC. It was.
Is that the Gonzaga fight when he
second fight? He beat Eddie Sanchez and then got knocked out by he got Crow Cop.
That was crazy.
And then number 1, Takanori Gomi. He was arguably the best lightweight in the world when he came to the UFC. Yeah. Only 31 years old. He went 4-9 in the UFC and left the UFC. Losing 5 straight by first round finish.
Dude,
that was crazy. You remember who
it was crazy.
His UFC debut?
Hey, wait, stop.
And lost.
What?
Then a little bit about Takanori Gomi.
Oh, Takanori Gomi. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. And I'm actually glad you asked because the best thing about him was his ground game. His jiu-jitsu was unbelievable. Takanori Gomi.
Takanori. He wasn't
got him, but he was doing good. Takanori.
Dude, that's sneaky.
He was one of the best boxers, actually.
Is that right?
Pride era guy.
I like how you went Japanese fighter and you just went, oh yeah, he's obviously a
They know, Brian, I don't have this institutional knowledge. I never competed. I didn't grow up in the sport. I'm still learning.
He likes to pick on you. You were not wrong.
You pretend
we
like
both,
you did,
we both appreciate, and actually I'm going to include Art, we appreciate if you're the target and we stay off.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised he hasn't called me
Since it's his show now. He decides who comes on and who comes off.
Can I go?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Will Brooks, Crow Cop, same reasons. Hey, but do you guys remember Sokaju?
Oh, yeah.
You remember Sokaju?
Yeah. I trained with Sokaju.
He was good.
He was scary, right?
He did nothing when he got here.
He knocked out
He was a boogeyman.
And Ricardo Arona in his first 4 fights ever.
Yeah.
And he did nothing.
He wore the Predator helmet.
Had the Predator helmet,
but
long hair.
He got thrown Machito. Nobody knew how
but
good
it doesn't matter, though.
was.
But look at what RJ said. He had won those big fights in the very beginning of his career. Got here and did nothing.
Scary athlete.
No cardio.
So outside of that, yes, biggest flops.
You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm so glad I didn't have to do one of these lists.
Oh yeah.
That would have been brutal.
It's not.
That would have been brutal.
And by the way, fighters are sensitive. They are all going to
Hey, your producer protected you.
You would have chat.
Hey, your producer protected you.
He's really good like
Except
that.
for Crow Cop.
Most of the time.
Crow Cop's not texting anybody.
Takanori Gomi's very pissed off.
All right. My list is actually quite different. I didn't have any of the same. I've got Hector Lombard. He was the boogeyman. And, he maybe not as big a flop as some of those, but he was the boogeyman and just couldn't get it done over here when he fought the tough competition. Miguel Torres from the WEC. And he had a lengthy career before he got here, so maybe, he had plateaued. And then my final one is Roger Gracie. Remember Roger? Remember how much hype was around that guy? How much hype? And then the first time he lost, he was done.
That's a ballsy move coming out of Gracie. Yeah. That's how you know he's coming on TV and then off TV. He's out. He's going back as a CEO. That's it. Way easier.
You want to talk about a dude that's protected by the military? Yeah,
that's
picking on
true.
the Gracies.
Yeah. That's true. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
All right. I got some different ones here. I'm surprised you guys didn't say him. Number 3, got James Toney. Do you guys remember him coming in?
Yeah, I remember.
We expected that dude to do anything.
But he gets low singled. What do you mean? I mean, as an MMA guy, you thought that, but the boxing
Randy
people,
Couture?
the boxing
Yeah, he fought
guys,
Randy Couture, and he had never wrestled.
Ever.
He tapped like this.
It was bad.
That was a
bad.
paycheck.
But is
check the box.
that a flop? That's a flop. That's a flop.
What expectations did you have?
Are you kidding me? Have you not seen James Toney box before?
In '87.
It doesn't matter.
This is a weak list.
Bro, you put CM Punk.
CM Punk?
What were your expectations
the
for
hype
CM Punk?
behind CM Punk?
No, because CM Punk is a good professional wrestler. He's a great guy,
He
but
was
come on.
training very seriously. He was training with a good team, with Duke Rufus and them.
Could I do Kaya Sakura?
Go ahead.
Hey, this Kaya Sakura, he fought for the belt in his first UFC fight.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy, right? So it speaks to what he has done over in Ryzen. And this time he gets an opportunity to fight somebody that maybe is a little bit more in line with where he should be in his career. Because
126, the official weight.
126. I don't think Asakura is not as good as the best guys. I just think that it takes time to build into this organization. Also, the atmosphere of what the UFC is. Dude is in there with the president of Ryzen next to the octagon with Dana while he's fighting against Pantoja for the championship. That's a lot.
Not in a ring. Not in a ring, which is a real difference.
Yeah,
that is true.
That was a lot.
First time fighting in a cage for a title.
All right, I just
wanted
finish that bad list.
I just wanted to go back to the list because
bad list. I think you guys all agree it's probably the best list here.
This is a list that I would make. And this is a future Hall of Famer. A professional wrestler and a professional boxer.
Like what he's saying right now, he's not even coming up with. That's the producers in his.
No,
ear.
they
Hey,
didn't
this is what
say
you
that.
should say next, Helly. This
They
is gonna
wanted
be
to move
good.
on. I'm like,
Let's
throw
get
his
Hel-
list back
let's
up
get
there.
Wendell.
This list is so freaking
You
terrible.
don't even know these guys.
Of course I do. I know them because they're a boxer and a wrestler.
What organization did Hector Lombard come out of?
Well, those I don't know Hector very well, but I know the other two.
All right. Well, my last one was Hector Lombard. You know, I just had a grappling match with him, but it was punches and kicks
How'd
to
that
the
end?
body. He is a little crazy. He was a boogeyman for a reason. He punched him in the head like 4 times. You're not allowed to do that, so he got disqualified.
Dude, he's an animal.
Yeah, he's
an animal.
He's a little out of his mind.
Yeah.
You still got paid?
I got paid. I got extra money because
successful
Hey, Doug,
trip.
hey. And we love you getting paid because GFL didn't.
GFL didn't come through. And that's another thing. That's not even yours. That's Zach's.
No, I swear to God, you didn't say that.
Oh my God, Zach.
He didn't
I
say
hate
that.
you, Zach.
Hold on.
Zach, did you tell
I've been out of
me
the game. I've been out of the game, but I even started laughing when I saw these GFL announcements. I was like, man, that's some
Helly
Hey, bro,
promises right
no.
there. Something that's
Bro,
actually pretty
Zach
smart.
didn't even
It's
hear
not
me
them.
say the GFL. Zach goes, I didn't even hear what he said. Hey, but hey, Doug, you know what's the crazy thing about the GFL guys? When they made the announcements and they all got that money, they started calling. Weidman called me to brag about how much he was making
You
for
were
the
jealous.
GFL.
You were jealous.
He's like, yo, $2 million. I'm like, dude, you'll never. The whole time, like, you're not seeing
all
too.
right, you want to know when I knew it was over? So there's 8 teams. Each team has a coach, a manager, and a promoter. I think I could say this without being sued, but Longo was making like $250,000 a year as the New York coach. He just had to show up to the event, and if guys wanted him in the corner, he'd be in the corner. That was it. $250,000 guaranteed every year. As a coach, and then the promoter and the manager both get probably paid something similar to that.
Oh my God, that was too much money.
Longo's never made that type of money. I mean, that's crazy. I mean,
You know there
he's
were
not Javier. Oh, that dude's on the
You know there were fighters who were getting direct deposits into their account. Weidman wasn't one of them leading up to the time.
You had to be like early on, starting and promoting them, like Paige Van Zandt.
Or just really good.
Yeah, good one. You came over with that on your own too.
Okay, now that was Zach. I promise I heard
that too. You gotta mask that. I know.
You gotta try to at least try to make it seem like your own, Helly.
That was conversational.
I'm not gonna let it slide when you're getting the producer's help.
All right.
You're
Well,
trying to be funny.
here's what we're doing next. We're gonna play a little You Better. Brian, in
Okay.
case you haven't seen this before, it's basically you look into your camera, you're giving coaching advice to the fighter that I give you. All right. You better do this in order to win. All right.
You are Ray Longo here.
I heard Zach give you that because it wasn't mine.
I mean, you guys got it.
All right, let's start with the champ. Dricus du Plessis, you better, DC.
Dricus du Plessis. you better defend that first takedown. I know you said you can't put too much importance on it because if it happens, then you start thinking you lost the first fight in the fight. But you better defend it. And if you can defend it, you will be off to the races in terms of defending your championship belt come Saturday night.
Khamzat Chimaev, Brian Stan.
Khamzat, you better take good shots. Don't force shots from across the octagon on this guy. He's too big. His cardio is too good. We don't need to waste energy. Trust your hands, trust your power, set your takedowns up, take good shots, and that's it. Good shots, because we've got 5 rounds that we potentially have to fight.
Leone Murphy, Weidman.
Leone, don't give Pico any big moments early. Let him feel the anxiety of being in the UFC cage for the first time as long as possible. Use your footwork, evade, and then once he starts feeling, once that pressure's coming on him, I need you to walk him backwards, bring him to the cage, and piece him up. But I think it's harder to get taken down if you're moving forward. So get moving forward on him.
DC, Aaron Pico.
Aaron Pico, you better get forward, pressure Leone Murphy, and set traps. You cannot follow Leone Murphy. You've got to cut him off, make the octagon small so that you can use your wrestling and use your high-level boxing. You spent a lifetime in the boxing gym. Show it on Saturday.
Carlos Prates, Brian.
Carlos Prates, you better fight at your range, right? Fight at the end of your strikes. There's no reason to try and get into a brawl here. He fights really long, and he's really good at being a lefty, so you better fight at your range.
All right, Weidman, how about MVP?
MVP, you better stay light on your feet and wait for Cannonier to come in with a punch. And as soon as he does, you meet him down the middle. But instead of coming with the flying knee and the one punch with the right hand, I need you to follow up with some type of combination. Go 2 or 3 punches. These guys are a little bit bigger at this weight class. It might not be the one shot that puts them down.
Good job.
That was good today.
That was some good you betters.
Wow.
Yeah. Coaches. Stan really brings out the best in you two.
He does.
Well, we're scared. We're scared.
We start talking smarter.
The UFC 319 morning weigh-in show presented by Stake.us, America's favorite social casino. Sign up today using the code WEIGHIN.
We haven't played one game yet.
Games are coming, but first we have to eat. Mackenzie Pavicic
am I the only one who finished my drink?
Well, I'm on my way. Kind enough to join us now. And you know what that means? Look at DC. He's already salivating. That means food.
Hot dog time.
Whoa. When you guys, okay, I'm going to open it up with a question.
Hold on. No, hold on.
Yes.
Before you ask that question, I have a question I want you to ask. Is it about the bean?
The bean?
Ask these guys if they know what the bean is.
Wait. Do you know what the bean is?
Yes.
You know what the bean is?
Of course.
You know. So I saw Dan yesterday as I was on my way to go see the bean, and he was like, "What is that?" And I was like,
"Bro, you're just like."
I didn't know.
It's the image of Chicago.
I had no idea what the bean was.
And then I said, you know what? I said I was going to send you a picture, then I never did. But I'll show you when we're done.
I think sometimes he's very old. And he forgets things that he's seen before.
I told you, nonstop.
Well, okay.
He forgets things.
He forgets things.
He used to be a fighter.
That's ages
to the head.
Yeah.
That's ages in DC.
When you guys think of food here in Chicago, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Hot dog. Easily hot
Honestly,
dog. Chicago
deep
dogs.
dish pizza.
Chicago dogs, right?
Dogs and pizza.
Daniel.
Dogs, right?
But I think deep dish probably
Come
before
on.
that.
You know what's crazy is that New York is kind of known for the same thing, but besides, I think better.
It's not
Like,
deep dish pizza,
No,
though.
but I'm saying pizza and hot dogs. They're known for their street hot dogs,
Interesting.
and they're known for their pizza.
I didn't even think about that.
You
But
know,
here in Chicago,
you don't think about dogs?
deep dish pizza is the thing. So I set aside my New Jersey. I went and found the oldest family name in all of Chicago-style pizza. And Lou Malnati's has been around for more than 55 years. There's 70 locations across Chicago, Arizona, other states in the U.S. And they actually let me into the kitchen and use my hands to make a pizza myself. And guys, I gotta say, the East Coaster in me is a little ashamed, but it was really, really good.
That's embarrassing that you did.
Well, Mark, it is so nice to be here. I can't wait to make my first deep dish pizza. But first things first, how did Malnati's get started?
My parents started it about 55 years ago. It used to be an old schoolhouse in a suburb of Chicago, and it's just grown ever since. We've got great people, a great product, and you'll get a chance to make it and taste it. And that's what makes things go, right?
Cannot wait for it. Now, let's just dive right on it.
Chicago pizza is about having this light, flaky, buttery dough that's got that little beer taste to it. And then we're gonna just take it and we're gonna pull the sides up. And the reason we're gonna do that is because we're gonna pile on the ingredients. I mean, we're gonna pile on mozzarella, And then the sausage, you'll see a big, gigantic layer on that. And then we're gonna, smother it in tomato sauce and Parmesan cheese, and you're gonna have the Chicago classic before you know it. Look at this. Here we go. See what it really looks like.
That is beautiful.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is the highlight of my week.
Wow. When little kids see that, their eyes just bug out of their head.
And then you just got it right
You can use it
there.
for a headband.
Yeah.
Let's head to the dining room.
Let's do that. Well, this looks amazing, and I can't wait to try it, but I always do a cheers with...
This is knife and fork pizza. This is a meal. This isn't New Jersey.
I knew that was coming.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Knife and fork.
We'll do knife and fork.
Right.
This
Take
is
that
also
little-
a first for me.
Yes.
We'll start at the crust.
Yes.
Also another first. Okay, we'll go this way. Okay, now that I have done it properly, now we can cheers.
Cheers. Nice cooking with you.
Thank you for having me.
You feel that crunch?
Oh my God.
And the reason we started up in the corner instead of at the point, the cheese is really important, but in Chicago, the crust is a star.
The crust is definitely a star. I've never started my pizza at the crust, but this is the perfect start to the perfect slice of pizza. My goodness. So you told me that you started working in these kitchens when you were 15.
Right.
At what point did you or did your dad realize that what you had was really special?
Well, he had worked with my grandfather in another pizza place in the city for 22 years. So he was a veteran in the industry, and he knew that this pizza had a gigantic following. He was basically just taking it out of the city and taking it to the Chicago suburb where it had never been.
Wow.
And it played well.
When you think of what he would think of what Malnati's has become today with how many locations?
We're over 70.
Wow. From 2 to more than 70.
You know, my dad would think, you should have opened 1,000 by now.
That's
What
fair.
were you doing?
Now, when I go back to Vegas, I'm still gonna be dreaming about this. And I heard that you guys ship pizzas?
We are the largest shipper of pizzas in the world.
Oh my gosh.
FedEx carries hundreds of thousands of our pizzas every year all around the country.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? Actually, I will be ordering some when I get home to Las Vegas, but I can think of someone else on Friday who's probably gonna place an order before the show is over.
All right, back to the pizza in just a moment. This is the former flyweight champ, Jessica Andrade, set to make her 30th UFC walk on Saturday as she faces Lupe Godinez. Says she wants to get to 40. And I believe this is the 4th time, maybe the 5th, that we've seen the curtain come out, which has to be a record as long as I've been doing the weigh-in show.
Well, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Since the beginning.
It's not been that long, so like that.
I'm an original, all right? You're a little newer.
That might be a stat you might not want to roll out.
About the curtain.
Were you here before DC?
On the weigh-in show?
Yeah.
We
No.
started together.
Oh, same time.
Started it together. This is so nerve-wracking.
Those are not happy eyes peeking over that.
No, they're not.
That's actually scary.
She doesn't really want to look.
If you're the commission right now moving that scale, you're scared.
116, the official weight.
She
for
went back
Jessica
down, huh?
Andrade.
She goes up and down. She fights anywhere, this lady.
Yeah, she moves around. All right, back to the pizza. How's it taste, guys?
I haven't
It's
tried
good.
it yet. Here we go.
I'm gonna try the crust.
Jessica's weighing in. DC's cutting through his deep dish pizza.
That's what he does.
I want a live reaction from Daniel since he thought it was going to be hot dogs today.
Well, we are having hot dogs later.
Okay,
It's good.
well.
That's it?
Oh, it's very good.
You sound
That's
like
it?
a
It's
teenage
good?
son. Can I
I
get a
love
little
that
more
crust.
elaboration?
That crust is so good.
Well, actually, that is the perfect reason for me to introduce Rick Malnati.
Oh, man.
The crust is something special that you guys do. So what is it about the crust without, of course, exposing any secret recipes?
Yeah, we can't give away recipes, but you know, there's something about the Chicago water, and there's something about how we've made this pizza for 54 years that's special.
Chris Weidman is
It's just better than New York pizza.
Same thing in New York.
yeah. No, well,
It's
maybe
so crazy.
there's maybe
it's the
there's
minerals.
something
Is it
special.
the minerals in the water?
Yeah, it's Lake Michigan water. You know, that clean water we
Yeah,
have here in
100%.
Chicago.
Oh, basically saying you don't have that in New York, dude.
No, we have dirtier.
That's why the crust is different.
Great.
And now, what is it aside from the crust that has made Malnati so special? So much so that people order it from all over the country, and you guys ship them frozen pizzas.
Yeah, well, my dad, if any other pizza place in Chicago, the name, my dad was Lou Malnati. So there is a Malnati behind this. And my grandpa came from Italy and started a pizzeria, Uno and Due. So we've been a pizza family from day one here in Chicago.
Hey,
that's what you need. You need like legit Italians.
Daniel's going to try to get his own branded pizza now.
Hey, can I be honest with you? My coach, one of my coaches, Jerry Abbas, was asking to use the convection oven at my gym. He had ordered a pizza from...
Stop.
Yeah, I swear to God,
Wow.
Malnati's. He was so excited. He was like, I need to cook it the right way because I don't want to waste this pizza that came from Chicago.
And this is in San Jose, right?
And it ships good. Like, you ship it, and it's still really good.
Yeah, it's good.
There we go. My kids go to school in San Jose, so they're eating pizza all the time out in California as well.
Now, you guys do, of course, this is a classic pizza with sausage, what we made on the segment, but you guys do everything that you can think of. What's your favorite of your pizzas you guys make?
To say that in front of these guys, but I'm a spinach and mushroom guy.
Oh.
You know, I've always eaten sausage when I was younger, but I'm into the spinach and mushroom. My wife's a vegetarian. My wife's
not with the white sauce. The white sauce.
Just with the tomatoes.
With the tomatoes and the mozzarella.
Yeah.
I saw a hot honey one, hot honey and pepperoni. I mean, we got options. Dan, what are you doing?
I'm just watching DC eat. It could be a show in itself.
The way he looks at that pizza.
It's unbelievable.
I wish my wife
Is he weighing in later today?
No, he's definitely not weighing in.
At him like that.
We are way past that, aren't we, Daniel?
He would need 5 curtains.
Well, if you're in Chicago or if you're anywhere else in the country and you want some pizza, you can order it from Lou's. Rick, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks, guys. Good
This is
luck in
excellent.
Chicago. All right.
Let's open one of these up in Manhattan Beach. Look at DC.
Beat the face! Beat
How
the
do they
face!
do that? Yo, why does his upper lip look like that? Is that what your upper lip looks like? Oh my gosh.
Beat the face!
Dance for it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's send it to our friends at DraftKings for a quick announcement so we can regroup.
Whether you are about to step into the octagon or place a bet on the fight, you need to have a plan. UFC are proud to partner with DraftKings to spread awareness for responsible gaming. Next time you place a bet on the UFC, visit the DraftKings Responsible Gaming Center before you get in on the action. Set your budget, make time limits, and check out DraftKings My Stat Sheet tool to monitor your activity over time. And remember, it's more fun when it's for fun.
I think it was last weekend when Dominic was calling the fights, and he called you Peter Griffin during the broadcast.
That was dirty. It actually followed. DC said something nice about me, like, oh, Weidman's really doing good on the desk. And then Gooden said something nice about me. He went out to dinner with me the night before. We had a great time. And then Dominic Cruz, this mother effer, he called
You're a
me
threat, bro.
Peter Griffin.
It's competition.
Oh, you gotta look like him.
Wow.
So the thing with this is, like, I know I have a big face.
That's not a good picture of it.
But, like, if I'm eating bad, it gets nasty.
Hold on,
I kind of look like Peter Griffin.
Can we cut the middle picture and put the real side by side?
Oh, you're an asshole. My face was fatter because we went out last night. We ate bad. We had some pizza last night. We drank a little bit, and so my face gets fat. But I will say, Dominic Cruz, you son of a. This is messed up. Why is you can't even see my mouth open up. This is messed up.
It looks like you have a dick and balls on your face.
Hang on, but I need a
short one.
Let me come back.
Hey, you know what's funny is that
I need to come back at Dominic Cruz real fast.
No, wait.
I need to come back at him because the reason why you had the balls to say that on the show is because we were kind of going back and forth. You know, he's a little angry.
He's actually much nicer today than he was.
Yeah, but he was kind of coming at me and I was coming at him. I mean, this guy, he literally walks around with it's a dog. He has a therapy dog that goes everywhere with him, but it's actually, it looks like a cat. And he brings this thing, he walks around his neighborhood in a stroller. He puts his cat dog in a stroller and walks around. Oh, yeah. He's a former champion. And imagine what that's doing to the community. Like the masculinity of...
They're having an air show, I think.
Air show this weekend.
Okay, yeah, there was a plane that just went over our head there. The jet. What kind of jet was that based on?
Probably an F-16.
But anyway, Dominic Cruz, you're dead.
Hey, guys, could you...
Brian Stan, I don't know why you're laughing so much, buddy. Who do you think you look like?
Oh, listen, I've already... There we go. Bisbing came out with this bit. I love that they at least use a picture from when I was like 26. I'll take the youth.
You know what he kind of looks like?
Bisbing came out with this before we fought. Spot on, right?
I'll say this.
Has anybody ever told you? Hang on. Has anybody
Look at what they've done to your face.
Dan, has anybody ever told you?
Would they change?
Has anybody ever told you like Buzz Lightyear?
No,
Have you got Buzz Lightyear before?
No, wait, stop. Watch this.
That would have been a good one too.
Watch this. I bet y'all can't put a black man on there with me. Try it. Try to put somebody who look like me.
Are you race
I
baiting?
bet y'all in the back. I bet y'all in the back. I bet y'all in the back cannot put Fat Albert or something on there. Just do it and see.
RJ,
there you go.
RJ, come and help us
Funny you
here.
should ask, Daniel Cormier.
It is racist. Just know it is about to be racist. So.
Oh, that's why they brought me in.
I'm giving you the out.
He's giving me the out. That's why they brought me in.
RJ, just know that you're expendable if you make this joke.
Well, he's not working at Sirius anymore, so he's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so first off, you are one of the best guys to sponsor.
Easy.
Right? Monaco's giving you money.
That's Anderson Orr. That looks good.
That's really good, right? You post this on your Instagram.
Yeah,
Yet
Anderson
another
Orr,
company
baby.
that I believe should be giving you money to rep their products.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But I'm thinking like, you don't have like a pharmaceutical rep. Like you don't have like that's where the real money is.
Hey,
so I made something for you that I think not that I'm gonna push your agent out, but you're gonna want to after you see this. This is what the ad should be in the future.
Show me.
Daniel Cormier has tried everything to get John Jones out of his head. Coaching, broadcasting, poking fun at Dan Hellie. But no matter where he goes, it always comes back to him. That's why his doctor recommended No Jones, the only prescription medication proven to reduce John Jones-related thoughts by up to 86%. With No Jones, DC can finally focus on what matters, like coaching, golfing, and cheating at every weigh-in show game ever made. Before No Jones, he'd go days only thinking about John, his reach, his takedowns, his creative retirement schedule. Now, he barely brings him up more than 5 times a day. No Jones is not for everyone. Side effects may include sudden urges to rematch, involuntary eye rolls, trash talk relapse, and spitting in his face. Do not take No Jones if you are currently fighting John Jones, plan to fight John Jones, or are John Jones. Ask your doctor if your legacy is right for No Jones. If you have moderate to severe John Jones brain, ask your doctor about taking your life back. No Jones. Finally, rematch you can win.
Dude.
You know, he hates hearing Jones, and the amount of times I just played, it was definitely killing you.
How long until John Jones he sees that and he has a message for you?
He's definitely going to message that.
Every time, dude. It's like, you guys do this. It's not.
I know, it's great.
Everybody does this, and then he gets after me.
We should be getting a cut, though, because then your YouTube goes up. You know, you start talking about John Jones and the beef on Twitter, and then, like, you get good views.
We're just putting money in your pocket every time.
You owe RJ commission.
I love that Anderson Orr. That's nice. That was a good commercial.
Honestly, that's pretty embarrassing.
But I will definitely tell them that we should be suing this company for playing our commercial and putting that Jones stuff on there.
Yo, can we talk about how Chimaev swung you around like a little baby this week?
Lifted your
what was
feet
that
up in
like?
the air?
That was terrifying.
Oh my God!
Is he that strong?
He's one of the easily stronger than you. He's one of the strongest human beings I've ever felt in my life.
Did you jump up or did you sag your hips?
He just picked me up. Watch him.
Sag your hips.
I tried to drop.
Yeah,
Look at
you're
that.
sagging your hips and still.
Hey.
Bro, why'd you spread your legs like that in the air? Like
I thought to myself,
you're dancing.
You're like, hey, dog.
You just went with it?
Let me just say this. So like, hey, my daddy, you know, hey, stop. So watch, when you look at that.
Oh my God!
The tantrum.
He's losing.
So this is a game called Whirly Ball. We lost a couple of games, and DC quit. He quit. He walked out. And Cassandra, his assistant, had to replace him. And by the way,
cheating, bro.
By the way, we leveled up big time when Cassandra was playing. You couldn't catch the ball.
Bro, I was so much better than you guys, and Cassandra was better than me, of course. But Cassandra tries to win.
Yeah,
that's important in my life.
And she is a winner.
Yeah, but you guys actually.
And you're a quitter. And there's actually been more to your week.
What?
Not just you quitting on Whirly Ball.
What is all this stuff? Oh, this was awful, bro. This was awful. Where'd you go? He almost, bro. He has been.
Come on, looking good.
That was hard, dude.
That's hard.
15
That's
seconds
hard.
down.
Because your feet are.
Watch my knees go down. Watch my knees. We got on our knees and it was still hard.
We got 0.5.
Look at
Coach, you started at 0.26.
Is that true? That is true.
Good job, DC.
You know what? I think it comes out even.
But Chael, you actually beat Chael in this, right?
Bro, Coach Cal is a psychopath.
Do you actually work during a fight week, or do you just play games and dance and
But this isn't
get
playing.
flung around?
Like, that was not playing.
That's playing.
I showed up there to do my show, and, bro, they had us work out with Coach Cal. I immediately was like, man, There's no way. Bro, that thing where you're in that plank and you're hitting that, he told me that Chael and I were going like 0.19, 0.20. He said that Chimaev's and those guys are getting to 0.75 in the same amount of time. They're just like burning.
How long a rounds are they doing?
Bro, we were doing 30-second rounds. Dude, we did 30-second rounds. I was so tired. And then I told Coach Cal, and this is why I know Chimaev's going to be in shape. I said, Coach, any gym, Brian, Stan, and you too, Chris, not Dan, because Dan goes into like boutique gyms. I'm talking MMA, he goes to Pilates. But MMA gym.
Lifetime Fitness.
Right? MMA gym, boxing gym, wrestling room. There's one piece of equipment that's always there.
Aerodyne.
Aerodyne.
Always there.
An Aerodyne. It's in every one. And that Aerodyne, if they don't change them out to get a new one, the one that I rode in Oklahoma State is probably would be in that room if they didn't upgrade them. At Hofstra, you guys have no money, so you still have they still have at Hofstra. They still have the same Aerodynes Chris rode.
We're blue collar.
Still had the Aerodynes. It doesn't break. So I go to Coach Cal. Why the bands? For an unbeatable piece of equipment, why do they need the bands?
Worse? Why make it
How do you make it harder? Bro, you made it harder. So you put the bands on your feet and your arms. You start at one place. You go 30 seconds. Then he moves the Aerodyne further away from the structure to make the bands tighter. Then you go again. Then he moves it again. Bro, it's the most challenging thing I've ever done.
You're trying to keep the RPMs at a certain level the whole time?
You're trying to keep the RPMs up, and you're trying to beat a number. So if you go 0.32 the first 30, he wants you to pass that. He goes because he wants to get you to a place of death and then move you forward. It's crazy, dude. And Chimaev's been doing that for 6 weeks.
Wow. Now, is he writing anything down? Is there any
it
science
all,
behind
bro,
it, or is it just
all
death?
science? It's all science. It's like it's all science.
Because you know, back when we all trained, right? It was just death.
It
Like,
was
how
just death.
hard could you kill yourself?
Yes.
We overtrained.
It's all rooted in science, bro.
Wow.
He's a scientist. He has degrees in science, math, and chemistry. So this dude has everything in his garage. He's tracking their numbers, heart rate. He set all kinds of glucose, glycogen, all this. He's doing all that. He goes. Mark Munoz once, when Mark was the Filipino wrecking machine. Remember that one fight when he was like,
Tim Boach.
It was crazy, dude. He spent that in the lab. Bro, he said that he was screaming, crying, because he was so tired. But Coach Cal wouldn't let him stop because he said there's a certain number that you can get to on his monitor that tells him you should stop. He knew Mark wasn't there yet, so he kept making Mark go. His neighbor's a cop. The cop came over to see, thought he was killing somebody in there. Munoz was screaming so much.
And that's a national champion from Oklahoma State.
Yes, that's how hard.
Wrestlers work hard.
I give
and
a
for
lot
this
of
dude to
credit. Look, for Hamzat.
Penn State?
Right?
He is the guy that he works with Penn State. They've won. He's been with Penn State for 15 years. They've won 11 national championships.
I mean, the best program in the sport. Best program in the sport right now.
Yeah.
But for Hamzat, right, you look at his performances, you look at the critique, right, that takes a lot for a guy to identify, okay, this is my only weakness. This is what I need to do. And he goes and seeks that out.
Step out of his comfort zone.
That tells you a lot, man.
The mindset of knowing you're in a championship opportunity.
And by the way, you know what it's like to go into those workouts, too. When you have that workout scheduled for your week, you hate waking up.
They go 2 days a week.
Nervous walking in
They
there.
go 2 days a week to this guy.
And it's not just Hamzat. Aaron
It's
Pico's going to
Hamzat,
him.
Pico, Arman Srukian, all met with him. TJ Dillashaw was the one that introduced him.
Yeah.
That's how Hamzat got to Coach Cal, through TJ Dillashaw. And y'all remember when TJ became the man, he was in the garage.
All right, let's do a little rapid fire here, boys. Who's the better wrestler, Duplessis or Chimaev?
Chimaev.
Chimaev. Scarier situation, DDP getting through round 1 or Chimaev getting through round 5? We'll start with you, DC, on every one.
Chimaev getting through round 5. That would show that there are no weaknesses.
I mean, the scariest, I think it's Duplessis. No, I think it's Chimaev. Oh, yeah, Duplessis getting through round 1. Because if he doesn't, I mean, he loses the fight immediately. It's over, you know?
Chimaev through 5 for me.
Yeah. Could you imagine if there's nothing they can point to that is a weakness?
Yeah, but if you get murdered like Whitaker did in the first round, I mean, that's pretty damn scary.
Yeah,
You
but
do
at the
not
end of the
want
day,
that.
though, it's like if he gets through round 1, then he still has 4 rounds to try to survive or beat him.
Right.
It's scarier for Chimaev that he gets through round 1, but in terms of overall, Hamzat having a 25-minute gas tank, crazy.
Is Dean Thomas right about this? Chimaev as a champion for the UFC is a problem or a disaster,
Disagree.
as he put it.
I disagree with Dino completely. He is not going to be a problem. The fact that he's here in America tells you that he can get here to fight.
Has the visa.
He'll be more active because that's what he was in the beginning of his career.
I disagree with Dean completely. I think he's the biggest star in the UFC if he goes out there and gets a finish Saturday night. So, and the reason why he had the visa issues, he had the long COVID issues, that's all resolved. So he's going to be fighting like he did in the beginning of his career.
Yeah, completely disagree, right? This guy's scary. He's intriguing. Sits on top of the octagon waiting for you while you walk out. He's got personality, right? The UFC's got the President of the United States of America coming to most of their fights sitting cage side. I think they've got connections to make sure he can get in consistently.
Buy or sell, other fighters can replicate or learn DDP style.
Sell. There's no one like him, dude. And that's what makes him great. We for so long, we fought it, saying he was doing things wrong. Now that we accept it, it's just he does things differently. And I don't think anybody can replicate that.
No, I'm going to buy it. I think there's aspects of his game that people are going to start implementing, like lunging forward, the blitzes going forward. They work. As soon as you get a guy with his back leaning backwards at all, you have free shots. So why wouldn't you go forward and just throw recklessly?
How many times have you seen somebody headbutt their opponent in their ass? He headbutted he headbutted Sean Strickland in the ass. He overthrew so bad that he fell forward, headbutted him in the ass, and then took him down.
Well, that's not going to be.
Izzy dropped him. He drives into a ticket. But if he's not doing that, he's not fighting well.
I'm going to say sell as well, but it's for different reasons than you guys. I think he's got really good range. He fights long, fights on both sides well, but he's got he's so strong.
That's what it is.
The combination of strength and cardio is rare. When you find people that are that powerful, typically they start to slow down. This dude can do it all. And then the last thing I'm going to say, he's got it on the inside too.
He's got a lot of heart.
Very smart, and he's got a lot of heart.
What about Trevin Giles? He's like getting beat like this, and then bink, bink, fight over.
Incredible.
Like seriously, Sean Strickland to the point that Sean Strickland wouldn't even fight him no more.
Yeah.
The coaches are yelling, "You gotta fight! You're letting this get away from you." DDP had him so confused.
You know, I listened to Adesanya and Whitaker talk about what it was like to fight DDP.
What did they say?
They both said the same thing. They both were like, in the first round, you're like, oh my God, this guy sucks. This guy, he's so slow. He's so slow. Like I'm crushing him, and then all of a sudden they're getting hit with punches. They're starting to get tired, and this guy's just throwing things you're not supposed to do. Adesanya said that there was one point during the fight where he kind of like let him back up, and it was after a big exchange where Adesanya was looking good, hurt him with a punch. DDP jumps back up. Adesanya thinks he's ready to finish the fight, and DDP just storms forward, punches, hits him, and he's like, damn. Like,
Drakus fell one time. Drakus got hit, fell forward one time, and grabbed Izzy's feet. And knocked him down.
Yeah.
He'll hold on, and he'll hold on to anything. He gets a hold of your toe, he's holding on for dear life.
He's tough.
You almost can't explain it sometimes. True or false, Chimaev fights the same way in this 5-round matchup as he does in a 3-round matchup.
True. Because I think that all that we spoke about with the cardio is going to give him a confidence that he can do it for 25 minutes.
Yeah, I think he has to. I think the reason why he's here is because he's not changing who he is. And if he was to change it now, I think that would be a bad mistake. So I think he's going to hold true to who he is.
False, because he listened to my You Better segment, and he realizes that he's got to take good shots, pace himself, because it's a 5-round fight.
Let me ask you this, though, real quick. He only got to win 3 rounds. If what he has done in that garage now allows him to go 15 minutes instead of 10, he goes up 3-0. He's a world champ.
If this is a 3-round fight.
If you could sprint to 15 minutes, you still win a title fight.
It's funny you said. I think if it was a 3-round fight, the odds would be even greater in his favor. The fact that it's 5 is why I think you're going to see some late money come in on DDP.
Yeah, but does DDP? But if he goes down 3-0, DDP has to finish him still.
Yo, but imagine.
But DDP can.
Imagine DDP knowing he's down 3-0 with that 4th and 5th round.
Oh yeah.
And if you're gassed,
you do not want to. You don't want to look at
in this sport. It's hard to explain, but when you're gassed in this sport, right? You literally have a front row seat to your own ass kicking because you can't even pick up your hands.
It's awful.
And you're just getting hit, and it's the worst. Your lungs are burning so bad you almost wish they'd put you unconscious, right? It's awful.
Yeah.
How long till Chimaev shoots?
5 seconds. It'll be exactly like we saw against everyone else.
I hope if he does that, I think that's exactly what DDP wants.
We need it's going to tell us a lot about the fight. Is how quickly he shoots on them.
He's taken down every opponent in the UFC in under a minute.
If he can't control him immediately with these takedowns,
bro, he took down Kamaru.
It's coming
Usman
down to a stand-up fight, but
in a minute.
Usman is definitely a better wrestler. but DDP's way bigger and stronger. So how does he handle that? He hasn't gone against a big, strong guy like that before.
I think for him, though, right, it's about taking good shots so that when he finishes it, he can maintain top position. For DDP, getting taken down is not a big deal.
No, it's not.
He wants, hey, if I could make, when I fought wrestlers, I always wanted, in the first round, I wanted them to shoot at least 3 times. I had to get up at least, if I got you to shoot 3 times in the first round, second and third round were mine. I knew you wouldn't be able to do it at that pace for the rest of the fight.
Or we're going to see kind of like what he did with Gerald Meerschaert. Just, Gerald Meerschaert was so scared of the wrestling. We never seen Chimaev really land big punches at that point. And that dude just got in the pocket and just landed a monster right hand. And we could see him sitting down on punches like Plessis, I think, in this fight. Like really landing some big shots.
Rapid fire, Hofstra, rapid fire. What does Leone Murphy need to do to get a title shot?
Win. He needs to just win.
One fight. This fight?
Just
he's
this
getting
fight.
a title shot?
Well, if the champion was already saying he deserves a shot.
Volk's saying that, yep.
Yeah, I agree. I think a win against Pico, because Pico's a new guy, but everyone has such high hopes for him. So I think it's a huge win.
I disagree. I think that's a risk. He's got to win, but he's got to finish. You get a knockout in this fight, that increases the odds of getting Volk next.
That's one thing he hasn't done is finish.
Fact or fiction, Aaron Pico is a top 10 featherweight in the world today?
Fact.
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 What should Carlos Prates learn from his loss to Ian Machado Gary in Kansas City earlier this year?
Be patient. Take his time. Don't try to just knock everybody out. It might not happen. So fight a full fight.
I think in that fight he was using his guard to deal with the combinations of Ian Gary, but then Ian Gary was gone. So I think instead of holding back and then coming afterwards, and then the guy's going to be gone at that point, he needs to throw on throw. So as soon as that guy comes forward and starts landing combinations, you need to be throwing at that same time because he's got heavy hands.
Yeah, exactly right. He's got to be patient. When you start getting to the premier talent of your division, right, you're no longer just overwhelming people with your ability. He's no longer there. This is a hard fight for him. He's taking on a really seasoned vet.
All right, better weight class for MVP, middleweight or welterweight?
Welterweight. I think his size is a real problem for the guys at 170. I think he'll learn. One area he could struggle is wrestling. The big guys get you down, they hold you down. He may learn that when he gets in there with Jarrett.
Yeah, welterweight is definitely his weight class, just because everyone's going to be trying to wrestle him, and you'd rather a smaller guy trying to take you down than a big, strong guy.
Exactly right. I agree. Welterweight's a better weight class. That's why I went down to middleweight. It was better for me.
How can guys like Jared Cannonier still find success in the UFC after 40 when it's so hard in other sports, minus being a quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, I think these guys now, with recovery and everything, and the ability to be smart in training, it extends the career. And I think we're seeing that with Jared and Jim Miller and some of the others that are still fighting in the UFC.
Yeah, like as you get older, you tend to do less than more, but you have to make up that time with the recovery type stuff. It can't be, you're getting less training sessions in and not doing the recovery like you used to. You have to be really on top of your recovery.
I think self-belief, the power of self-belief is incredible, and I've seen it take fighters from one level up 5 levels and the lights are bright. And I think he really believes in himself, and that could overcome some of the things that happen as you age.
Well, one of the things Chris just said about the recovery, you have to train less, but you have to train harder. So in that one session, it needs to be enough that you would have done in the ones that you were doing 2 and 3 a day.
Yeah.
How can Chase Hooper evolve into a potential contender down the road?
He's got to just continue doing what he's doing. He looks so much better today than he did when he started. Before, he was just a grappler, and he would legitimately turn his head and reach for people to try to grab him. Now, at least he's confident enough to stand and strike. So just continue doing what he's doing.
I agree. He's doing great. The trajectory is great. He needs to keep getting bigger and stronger and working on his stand-up, and I think that's what he's doing.
I think you see, I agree with everything you said. As you get a little bit more seasoned, you stop slowing down. You're not thinking in the octagon as much because you're using so much new technique. He's getting comfortable with the knowledge he knows. It's not as new to him anymore. He'll fight faster and more integrated.
I loved how you guys picked up the pace. Good work on Rapid
Fire. Professionals.
Yeah, of course you are. The UFC 319 morning weigh-in show presented by Stake.us, America's favorite social casino.
RJ.
Sign up today using the code WEIGHIN. And with that, this is the man on the posters, Dricus du Plessis, kind enough to join us now wearing the shades. I love it. You've needed them in Chicago this week because you have been everywhere. A Cubs game, Bears practice, all kinds of talk shows. You did the local TV shows. Is this the most active that you have been during a fight week?
Well, I mean, all fight weeks are like that when you're a champion. I mean, that's what we asked for, right? I think I take that as the people selling this fight. I mean, making sure that people are interested. And I have to say, Chicago is buzzing for this fight. Everybody everywhere couldn't wait for tomorrow night, even tonight. I think we saw at the presser last night how excited people are. It was such an electrifying feeling in that press conference last night.
You've been selling it. Where's Khamzat been? I'm seeing you everywhere. I'm not seeing him doing all these promotional things.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's good for me fight week to stay busy. It lets the time go faster. I mean, I like to stay busy in fight week and do until fight night comes. I mean, when I'm sitting in the hotel room waiting for the fight, I mean, I like that.
Champ, was there a reason you came so close to the time? Was there a reason you came so close to 10?
Yeah, I mean, it was terrible. I was kind of pissed off with that. My scale in my room was perfect the whole week. Well, one in my room and the one in the gym was perfect with the one that I used. And when we got here, it was 0.5 over. So I was on weight. Everything was great. Got here and I was 0.5 over. And I just went to the hotel gym real quick. Took me like 20 minutes and I was on weight.
What time did you show up? 9:30?
Yeah, I was here at 9. No, 10 minutes to 9 actually, and then I was half a pound over on this scale.
That's so
I
frustrating.
just went in and, man, I was so frustrated. You know, I'm always here early making sure, and then the scales just didn't match up. But I mean, it was easy. 20 minutes made the weight and came down, but it is very, very frustrating. I was really pissed off at that.
Yeah. Well, champ, tomorrow night you get to defend your championship again. This could be your third title defense. You're starting to enter, when we start to talk to you in historical terms, how much does that excite you with the challenge that's ahead of you?
Yeah, man, I mean, seeing my name up in lights, I've had it in my mind since I started the sport. I want to be known as the greatest to ever do this sport, the greatest ever. You know, that's such a tall order if you look at who you're competing against. The greats that have done the sport, and you know, that it's the biggest privilege for me to be able to come here and just start my legacy and add up on that with a great opponent like Khamzat on a big event like this. I think this is how you create a legacy, is by fighting on massive events, massive opponents, massive cards like this. First time in 6 years. I mean, at that press conference yesterday, it was the most electrifying place that I think I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, what's going on? What's your thoughts on everyone talking about Chimaev going out to Sam Calavita out in California and working on his cardio? Do you think it's enough time for it to make that big of a difference mentally and physically going into a fight?
Yeah, my man, I honestly feel, firstly, what's up, man?
What's going on?
I feel it's good. It's good for him. I mean, obviously he made the changes because he knew there was a problem, and I'm happy he did. That's what it takes at this level. But you're going to go there in 5 weeks and do what I've been doing for the past couple of years? No, there's no way. And, you know, I want the best Khamzat. I want him to say that he is the best that he's ever been, because I want to beat the best that he's ever been.
I love it. You know, when I fought Vitor Belfort, he was very explosive, but he would kind of tire in a lot of his fights. So I knew if I could just weather the storm a little bit and create as much chaos as possible, it was going to end up me being able to like break him mentally and physically. Do you feel like when you watch Chimaev, it's a similar type of style where that's what you kind of need to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember watching that fight with you and Vitor Belfort, and like you said, it was crazy. There were stages in that fight where, when I watched it, I was like, damn, Chris, you're in big trouble, because he was on top of you. It was crazy. I remember that fight very, very well. And like you said, you weathered that storm. And that is it, man. That is it. This fight is 25 minutes. And if you come at me full speed, I love that. Then we're going to see. We're going to get to know each other in there and see at the end of that whole, the full speed going from the get-go. We're going to see at that second round how, if you still have that heart. Because I will be there in that second round. I will be there in that third. I will be there in the fifth. And I will be up until the last bell goes. And, you know, if you start at full speed, I will meet you right there and see how long it lasts till you just want out.
I love it. Champ Brian Stan here. I've got friends from South Africa who have never watched a UFC fight in their life. They couldn't tell you one single name on the roster. They are coming to Chicago tomorrow night to watch you. What does that feel like?
Man, absolutely incredible. I heard there's so many South Africans coming through, people that work this side, you know, people that flew in. I know about 80 South Africans that flew in, friends and personal people that I know that flew in for the fight. It's incredible, man. And in a country where the sport, I would say as close as 2-3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I would say 70 to 80% of the people in South Africa had never watched the UFC event. Now it would be hard to find 5% of the country who doesn't watch these events, especially when I fight. And now the people on Sundays, you just see South Africa going crazy everywhere. The fights. I mean, the main card starts around 3 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes the big cards start 5 a.m. People are opening their places, their place of business. When I fight, every restaurant is going to be open in South Africa to stream for people to watch this fight. And now people are even starting for events that I'm not even fighting on. Everybody's watching the UFC. So for me to be the guy who got South Africa into the UFC, it's such a big honor. I mean, it's so much bigger than me. And I'm getting goosebumps saying it. And that's what I fight for every time I go out there. My people, my family, the whole of South Africa. And it just means the world to me to be the one representing that flag.
Certainly a trailblazer for your country. And I think something that's been slept on a little bit is that if you win this fight, you're going to have one of the greatest title reigns in middleweight history. 574 days on Saturday is how long you will have held the belt. The man in front of you is sitting to my left, Chris Weidman, currently has the third longest title reign in UFC history at the middleweight division at 889 days. So you're roughly 300 days behind him. I know you've said that you watched his fights, how much you admire the greats in the division, Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman. Is there anything you want to ask this guy about his time as a middleweight champion?
Don't fake any injuries to make the days go by faster. Okay? Be out there fighting.
I was thinking that. I was like, come on. No, I have to say, there's nothing I want to ask him. I want to thank him for being a massive inspiration. And, I mean, the whole world thanks you for everything you've did for the sport.
I'd like to see you kick his ass.
I want
to see you back. I'll give you a title defense against
I have to say right now where I'm sitting, he looks like a big boy right now. I don't want any of that smoke.
Hey, he look like Peter.
Especially in the face. I hold my weight in my face.
Give me a couple of weeks to bulk back up, and we can do that.
I want no problems, man. In the beginning,
I'm wearing the shades is this week a video resurfaced where you were giving DC shit because before he liked me, he was also always talking shit about me.
I love Drakers now. I did before.
You don't want to really look at
now
this
we're
guy.
friends before, but yeah, and you called him out for it, Chris. And that video resurfaced today, and people were going, because there wasn't so many people that watched the weigh-in show in South Africa that my parents, my mom and dad phoned me. They're like, you look terrible. What is going on?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's fight week. You're not even cutting weight yet. Your eyes, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom, that was the weigh-in show like 2 years ago. Relax. Like, it wasn't this week.
That's great.
Relax, please.
I give you... I'm sorry.
Yeah, now I have the glasses on, so I don't upset my mom that much.
Yeah.
Smart man. Don't want to upset mama.
It is hard to get interviewed right after weighing in. Like,
it is.
A part of you does not want to do it. So credit to you for doing it, man.
And that's why we're going to let you go. DDP, thank you so much for coming on here with us. And thank you for making this the biggest fight of the year.
DDP, so you can call him that. Like
Rikus, you don't like DDP?
His friends call him DDP, not people like you.
No, my friends call me champ. I'm 100%. 100% happy with DDP. Go for it.
Thank you.
People butchered my name so badly, DDP became amazing.
But even like newbies like Helly, even newbies can call you DDP.
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it. He looks like a nice enough guy to call me DDP.
Thank you, Drakus. DC is a total asshole.
You respect your elders, Drakus. Drakus, you respect your elders.
That is good. That is good. And a shame.
Thanks, Drakus.
Keep on picking on DC, guys.
Yo, Brian Battle, like, he's been forced up in weight. But he's still having a really hard time. Like, I don't understand, especially when he's having as much success as he's having right now in his career.
I don't know. Some guys just struggle with weight cuts, man. To go up a weight class and still really struggle, let's see what happens here.
Well, she's moving it in the right direction.
Yeah, that's a good sign. If it's going to the right.
But, I mean, that thing's kicking up high, boy.
Uh-oh. I just seen him in the hotel.
He's
heavy, bro.
He looks concerned.
You know when you see
he's
dudes
not making the weight
before they're about to make weight, and you know
she keeps shaking her head. No,
they can't smile.
She's trying for him.
She's trying for him, but like
he's trying to move the feet a little bit.
She's not letting him.
You have to flex and let it vibrate a little bit.
Yeah, he missed in his last fight at 175 against Randy Brown. And he missed against Gabe Green.
So this would be his third.
Was that at middleweight, the Gabe Green
No, they're
fight?
all 170. But now he's up at
so now he's
185,
struggling
like
at 85.
forced to make 85.
And if he doesn't make this right now, what has he got? 13 minutes to?
Well, he doesn't have much time to go get the weight off.
No, not a lot.
No.
First 2 fights of his career.
Because she's shaking her head no.
It's gonna be worse. Look, it'd be worse than that. You know. I mean, if you can't be a professional at this level and make weight,
especially if you're going up,
you might be brushing up your resume.
He got a lot of backlash after not making weight his last fight. So I'm surprised that he didn't dial
That's
it in.
where he's.
And this is a heavier weight class.
It was a very close fight with Randy Brown, and to not make weight for that is.
Should have been a fight to get in the rankings too. I mean that. I don't think
190.
190.
Wow.
4 over, dude.
Ryan Battle.
They're not.
Bro,
Chicago's not going to.
I was with him.
No, they won't.
They won't allow you. They will not allow you to actually. Cut
I saw him.
anymore. It's gotta be within 3.
I saw him about 3 hours ago. I'm like, how's the weight? He goes, yeah, I'm about 4 pounds over, but
and he
he still had plenty of time.
He drank.
Yeah, he lied,
But
Chris.
nobody tells the truth. Nobody tells the truth.
He looks soft. Like, I don't understand. Like, 190?
Power Slap is back in the UAE. This one's gonna be good, my friend. Let's go! Oh, that's it! The king is back, but this might be his toughest test today. Oh! Sits him down! Toughness is gonna be the difference.
It's going to be a hell of a light heavyweight matchup.
It is not over yet. Oh, dumpling! But it's not gonna be easy. The big boys in this one, coming to you from the Space 42 Arena.
Tickets go on general sale Sunday at 1 in the UAE at Ticketmaster.ae. Power Slap 16, Friday, October 24th, Space 42 Arena. We will be there. Check that. I will be there. All right. Since this is Chicago, and we've already had a little deep dish pizza, we're going to make some hot dogs. But while we do it, we have to bring in a famous Chicago Bear. Check this message out.
Hey there, what'll it be? Coming right up. So you're in Chicago for business? A pleasure. Oh, you're here for the fight. Yeah, I spent a little time here in Chi-Town. The Windy City. The city of big shoulders. Shoulder pads, maybe. And my personal favorite, you'll like this one, the Second City. An appropriate nickname, because here, there's 2 sides to everything. Cubs or White Sox? Shout out to Pope Leo. Italian beef. Is it Owls or Mr. Beef? Pizza, deep dish, or tavern style? Ketchup or mustard? No debate, folks. Ketchup is for kids. Sunny tailgates on the Waldron deck, or sharing a blizzard with 60,000 screaming fans at Soldier Field.
Touchdown Bears!
Point is, this city's built on bold opinions and brutal honesty, just like the way we played the game back in my day. Anyhow, back to your fight. There's 2 sides to that one, too. And as Sinatra once said, it can only happen in a town like this. On paper, it's a high-paced, all-action, knock-em-out, drag-em-out affair. That may be true, but for the champ from South Africa, it's a tale of 2 fights. First, a weathering of the storm, if you will. Kind of reminds me of the 2006 Colts. Am I right? Can you stuff the early barrage from the other guy? Easier said than done, my friend. If he's gonna get you, he's gonna get you early, like he's done time and time again.
Just like that! 1 and done!
But if you can reach the second half, it's your world now.
Seminal blow in round 4. His nose is broken.
You can do something that's never been done.
He's got the choke. Do you believe it? Dricus du Plessis remains the man.
For the challenger, it's a tale of 2 fighters. Who's gonna show up? The first round sub-hunter we're all used to?
The hype is real.
or a more measured and patient man ready for his first 25-minute war.
Chimaev says, bring it!
Either way, with the Monsters of the Midway energy in the building, you're going to hear some fresh perspective. Because here in the Second City, we'll tell it to you straight. Then it's up to you, as long as your opinion is the same as ours. Anyway, let me get you that drink, buddy.
Special thanks to Brian Urlacher and the Chicago band Fall Out Boy. It's all Chicago all the time here for UFC 319 in Chicago. Weidman, Cormier, Stan, Helly here with you. We've already had a little deep dish pizza. How about a Chicago dog? RJ, do you have a special guest that's going to be judging
Do we have
our
a special
dogs?
Yes, the hits just keep on coming. Surprise!
Oh, let's go! 2 weeks in a row, Fluff. What's up, bro? You know, you did say when we had you on the post show with Weidman and me that you're always high, so I hope you're high right now and you're ready to eat.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fluffy! All right, Fluffy, we're going to tell you what's on these dogs. You're going to be the official judge. I would say one bite, everybody knows the rules, as many bites as you want, okay?
All right.
So you're gonna try all four. We'll start with Big Fella.
Fluffy, my favorite fighter in the UFC. Chili, relish, cheese. Enjoy, my friend. Take a nice bite.
Had this.
Take a nice bite.
Too complicated. Too many flavors.
Too much.
Fluffy.
Thumbs down.
We need a little water. We need a little water, like a rinse, like it's a wine tasting.
That's good.
That's not a great. No, don't try
Fluffy,
to.
how good is that? Sweet. The relish is sweet. Savory chili.
All right, mine's.
I can
I'm pretty
appreciate
confident with
some shit
mine.
like that.
I got a slice of American cheese on the bottom of the dog. Then I got a little slice of American cheese on top. A little bit of sauerkraut, a little bit of onions with a dab of ketchup. Very simple but elaborate.
All right. Let's see. I gotta get the cheese, right?
It's gonna be a bite to it. All that sauerkraut.
Yeah.
That's good for your stomach. Good gut health.
Pretty bad.
That doesn't look like he likes it.
He likes it?
He's trying to be nice.
No, look at his face.
You don't like that one.
It's like he had some stale bud.
I've never had sauerkraut.
That's bad. It's trash too. That's just trash.
Good for your stomach.
Usually the healthy stuff is. You know what I mean?
That's just trash. Right?
We've never met. I like spicy food. Mine's simple, right?
Yeah.
Chili, jalapenos. Give it a shot. And it's definitely better than theirs.
Yeah, bullshit.
Bro, you know Fluffy's been eating though. Look how big he got. Bro, how much weight did you put on since last week? That's crazy.
I don't look at the scale until like 2 weeks back.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
shouldn't.
Like, good sweat.
Yeah, 100%.
I can fuck with this. But
See, he's going for a second bite. Went for a second bite.
That's not good.
All right, hey, Fluffy, have a little rinse here because here comes the most important. Save the best for last. So we have a brioche bun. The bun's very important, right?
Just know that he knows nothing. Like, seriously.
I'll keep it in mind.
He doesn't even know who you are.
Fluffy and I go way back, by the way.
He barely knows who you are, Fluffy.
So we have a little relish, we have the ketchup and the mustard, and we have some onions. And the most important special ingredient is a little celery salt on top. It's delicious.
Salt.
Celery salt. He doesn't like healthy stuff.
Hey, that's some bougie shit.
Yeah,
It's like
celery salt.
That's different.
Different.
It's good though. I've never had that.
Yeah,
All right, we got to pick a winner, Fluffy.
That's pretty fucking bomb. I'm not gonna lie.
You probably want more of mine. It's just too much.
Fluffy, you want a second to tell you something?
That shit was good though.
It was good, right, Fluffy?
It was good. I don't know. That's a bomb. I've never tried like anything with that.
Yeah!
I'm sorry, DC.
Fluffy!
I'm sorry, guys.
Take that guy?
It was good.
Dang
It's pretty
it,
good. I've
All
never
right,
had
Fluff,
that.
let's have a
Rich
seat.
white guy wins.
You made the right choice.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're gonna sit right in the middle.
All right, Fluffy, you're over here as All right, final weigh-in is going on right now as we sit down.
They took my Monaco. Hey, you want a drink? Drink on me? Yeah, let's go. It's a watermelon.
Oh, it's tequila.
His favorite. It's
DC's favorite.
Fuck it. I guess so.
Oh my God. Right here we see a Libby Adair Idris Ultimate Fighter finale. Hey, this kid was on my team during the show. Tremendous fighter, man. Works extremely hard. This young man was riding his horse a month before he came to the show, flip off and broke his leg, went to get his visa on crutches, came all the way to the show, and still won his way to the finals. He's an amazing fighter.
This kid loves you, right?
Dude, he's the best. He's the best. And listen, so the other day, he was in the fighter meeting, and they said, what do you like so much about horses? I said, he likes to eat them. And he goes,
126, the official weight for
126. He goes, we have special horse to ride and special horses that we eat.
The last time I heard that was Overeem. That was the first time I was like thinking about
Those
eating horse.
Kazakhstans eat horse. You ever tried it?
No.
All right, thank you.
Fluffy eat horse meat.
I would try it. I mean,
You would?
bro, I'm Mexican.
But Overeem, remember how jacked Overeem was? And he said he eats horse meat?
Yeah,
and everybody started eating horse meat. It didn't work though.
And then we realized it wasn't the horse meat. And it wasn't Monaco either.
Now you're killing horses. It's messed up.
Yeah,
Fluffy, what an incredible week for you. Obviously, you've been on this win streak for a while now, but this was a signature win for you.
Yeah.
This is when you have champions like Chris Weidman, Hall of Famers like Daniel Cormier calling you their favorite fighter in the UFC. How wild has this been for you?
It's fucking awesome, man. It's like all my hard work that I've been putting in since I was a kid is like finally happening, you know what I mean? I had like a couple little bumpy roads in the beginning, but managed to get my head back on straight and get it going, you know what I mean? And now that I'm like chilling and the money's there and like it's enough where it's like if I break my hand, I can chill for a year, you know what I mean? Like I got 4 kids,
awesome.
dude. I got 4 kids, so it's like now I'm gonna start letting some shit go. I'm actually a kickboxer, bro, and like everyone thinks I'm just a wrestler, so it's like
I love that though.
Yeah.
I get to be more free, you know what I mean? So it's dope because I'm so comfortable everywhere.
Hey, Fluffy, you got a piece of land with some chickens out there?
I got just land right now. I'm like building up on it. Like each fight, I'm trying to chip at it and like get back to the country because
Nice.
man, that childhood is fun. You know what I mean? It's nice to put the phone down and just like enjoy life.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want that for my kids. So
I was watching you fight last night. We've known that you've been good, right?
Yeah.
Because what you've shown over this, but what you did to Delize was crazy. Could you feel him melting as you were taking him down? Because the takedowns became much easier, and then the way you got him with the choke, it looked like you took him out of a club somewhere.
Yeah.
Dog walking.
yeah, no, that worked out fucking perfect for me. Yeah, like in the first minute probably, I figured like he hit me in the eye, and I was like, bro, I'll eat that shit. Like, you know, that's after that, it's, you know what I mean, just plug and play, fakes and feints, and he was biting hard like we thought he would, and it's like, I can keep it simple and beat this guy, like, you know what I mean, like super simple, 1-2s and fakes, and like he fucking pretty much laid it out for me easy. You know what I mean?
Fluffy, huge fan. You said something that really just intrigued me. You mentioned that, hey, look, people think, you know, I'm just a wrestler, I'm actually a kickboxer. Now I could fight more free. You're saying you've been holding back a little bit? Because when I watch you fight, it does not look like it at all.
Well, like, I try to kill him, obviously, like, but, like, with that being said, I gotta be like, I've been wrestling a lot more just to, like, save my hands, because if I get hurt, dude, I have 4 kids in sports and shit, like, it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, I need to keep fighting.
But also the cardio advantage, because if you wrestle, it's going to drain their energy more, and you have such good cardio.
Well, yeah, no, I work my ass off, you know what I mean? Like, I
You
smoke
remind
a
me
lot,
of Cain,
so
bro. Like when Cain was the man, you remind me of Cain Velasquez. It was the same type of style where guys just could not stay with the pace and the tempo, and you would just break them down. You know what you said Saturday? You said, the one thing I know in life is fighting, so let me fight. I thought that stood out to me more than most things that people say in fighting, because you go, I don't know much, but I know this shit.
No,
so let me do this.
Yeah, no, put me in front of the champ, and I promise you, I'll be the champ. Like, I'll figure. I need like 30 seconds to figure everyone out, and it's usually like that's usually when I get fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I got to figure out the timing and shit. And I'm a slow learner, so it takes a couple fucking bumps and bruises. But once I figure them out, I'm like, okay, I got him.
And so now you move into the top 10. You have this huge win, and the UFC says we want you to be in Chicago. Tell us how that all went down.
I mean, I walked up to Dana, and I was talking to you guys. I was talking to you too, and like walked to Dana and just like was like, "What's up, dude? Keep me in mind." Like, I don't know, man. I'm ready. You know what I mean? I thought I made a statement, and I was like, I showed I can just shut everything fucking down, and I can beat your ass on the feet. Like, I'm entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the UFC wants, and I'm willing to do that shit for sure. So I think if you get me in front of the champ, I can prove that I'm ready.
My favorite thing is when we interviewed on the post-fight show last week, and we pulled up the top 10 guys in the middleweight division. You start squinting because you don't watch fights. So you started squinting. I'm like, do you know any of these guys? And he's like, I think I know that guy down there. I'm like, this guy really doesn't give a crap.
No, man, I'm telling you, I'm just good at violence, bro. Like, I have kids and shit, so I'm always busy, like, doing sports, and, like, I've never, like, really given a fuck to watch fights, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
So when you hear like these guys talk about, like John Jones and some other guys over the years talk about how they study their opponents so much, they're watching their interviews and they get to know their mannerisms and like their weaknesses. Do you think that's all BS for you? Like, you just like to focus on yourself?
I mean, there's, like, to an extent, right? Like, that's what we have coaches for. Like, I tell my coaches, like, usually if I get a name, we'll sit down and we'll all watch film. And then Jim will send, like, a fucking breakdown of everything. And then all my other coaches will put their feeds in of shit. And then we have this long list. I look it down, and then I watch some film again, and then figure out tendencies that people have, and then send it. And then, like, after that, so it's like a week of film work, and then I'm like, all right, I'm pretty sure I can get this fucking guy.
So this morning we all work out. Well, actually, DC and Helly didn't work out, but me and Stan did. And when we got down there, Rainer DeRitter was down there. He was doing like a little workout too. And so, make your claim. Like, why do you deserve this over Rainer DeRitter? Because it seems like it's coming down to you two. They got that fight in September, but
Yeah.
it was a quick turnaround that's not going to be available for them.
Man, I've been here for a long fucking time, so it'd be nice, you know what I mean? I think I've put in the work. I've fucking came and entertained every single time. I promise you, put me in front of the belt, I'll fucking stand there and trade. I don't give a fuck. Like, I can mix it up. I can do whatever. Like, I promise. I mean, Drew Plessis have said it as well. He knows that I'm the most well-rounded out of all the guys on the list. I think if you guys want to see some fucking violence, I mean, man, I think me and him would make some beautiful violence.
And I just want to let you know that it seems like you're holding back with the F-bombs, but here on the weigh-in show, you can say as much as you want.
Well, you said it enough.
I was trying. I know DC gets sensitive with that shit. You know what I mean?
Put the microphone fluffy, ESPN.
That's how my daughter is too. Like, my daughter, I tell my kids, like, oh, I'm gonna work on it. You know what I mean? They're like, Dad, come on. I'm like, fuck, my bad, bro.
And your kids are yelling at you for cursing. It's
Yeah.
like, damn, all right.
All right, I guess you should probably.
I think your entire first answer in your post-fight interview didn't make it on ESPN because they had to bleep it out. Like, we're out.
It happens, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, how do you feel after you get hit in the face? Like, I don't know how you guys kept it together to talk normal. Like, I'm usually
but
fucking
you know what?
pissed.
Like,
you know
that's
what I
why
mean?
people love you. Obviously, your fight style brings them in, but then they listen to you. You're super authentic and genuine to who you are, and you cannot change that. You start changing that and trying to be all buttoned up. I mean, I'm trying. Like, there was points I was trying to be like Brian Stan. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't live up to it. This is Brian Stan, whatever. He's the All-American. But like, some guys are just perfect. Some guys,
Fluffy.
you gonna mess up. It is what it is.
Hey, you're authentic. Monaco's authentic. My favorite drink. Let's toast up real quick.
cheers.
Hey, Fluffy,
Cheers,
wait. Before you drink, pour out a little bit for your homies. Yeah, always pour them out for the homie before you take a drink. Fluffy, every time. Dan Haley's Dan Haley's all, what's the significance of pouring the alcohol on the floor?
Why do you always have to make the old white guy
That's
joke?
what you did. Fluffy, he's like, well, what is the significance of pouring the alcohol on?
Stop it.
He hates
He's like, what's a homie?
What's
Hey,
a friend,
Fluffy,
like a partner.
Make sure you invoice DC Incorporated for your cut on that Monaco spill.
Oh, he's getting a big one. But the reason you're so lovable is because you don't give a fuck, right? So we're going to play a little game. It's our favorite or just the first person that comes to mind when we're talking, and I don't give a fuck fighter in the UFC, right? So I want to start with you. Other than you, who's your favorite I don't give a fuck fighter in the UFC?
Dude, Gaethje sends it every time. I think he's fun as fuck to watch it. When he fights, I usually try to tune in because I know some crazy shit's about to go down. I've seen him fight like live twice, and like both times I've seen him, one was on the the local LFA scene, and I was like, damn, this fool is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I like this fool. Like,
and he was a wrestler, never wrestled.
It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I'm like, dude,
kicks nonstop.
You could drown people a lot easier, you know what I mean? And he chooses the hard way, and he fucking sends that shit. It's respect, you know what I mean? Exactly. I respect the shit out of that.
Every single time.
John Anik always says there should be a non-Justin Gaethje Fight of the Year award because Gaethje's just going to win it every year.
Dude.
That's how I approached this list because
Yeah.
Gaethje's like the correct answer, so I'm like, all right, let me try to get creative. I said Joshua Van.
Josh.
Oh, yeah.
This
That's a good
kid's
one,
got
Josh.
hands, bro. I've seen him fight
there.
twice now, and I'm like, God damn, he's got some
He just
fucking
lives
hands.
in the pocket and slings the entire
he's a
time.
man.
He's
I
like,
like that.
he's almost like a Tapuria at that weight class. Like, just balanced boxing.
It really pisses me off that you can't say Tapuria's name correctly.
Tapuria.
That's so bad, bro.
He's Italian now.
Hey,
New York.
For me, hey, dude, only one guy goes, hey, let's fight right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's fight right here.
Yep. No,
and then makes Dustin Poirier shoot a takedown.
Yeah.
Max Holloway.
No,
that dude don't give a fuck.
No, he knocked out Gaethje too doing that shit.
Yeah, he's
so
a man.
Like, he's another fucking legend. Yeah, no, for
Clearly,
sure.
I didn't understand the assignment thoroughly, and I should have had my assistant on the production call like DC did. But
that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
My choice is Sean Strickland, and it's really not for what goes on in the octagon. It's everything else in life.
And that
he
works.
clearly does not give a fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
I
it's
mean, you get
fair.
into fights, octagon side, with people sitting behind you. I mean, like, clearly there's...
You just got suspended.
You used
for
to,
fights
when
on
we
that,
worked together before, when you worked here and you would cuss, it felt normal. Now you as a CEO, when you cuss, it feels odd, doesn't it? Like, it feels dirty.
It's dirty.
Dirty.
Why are you bringing the world's attention to that? He wanted to say fuck once and be done with it. And move on to me.
I'm not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable with you cussing like that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Natural.
We're not comfortable with it. It feels like you're forcing to try to act cool in front of Fluffy. It feels like you're actually trying to act cool in front of Fluffy right now.
And by the way, I'm going to glaze him in a little more.
Look at him. Fighter, scholar, CEO, dad, ghost of commentary pass. Brian Stan.
Oh, that's good. There's going to be a lot more of these coming out, Stan. Get ready.
I know.
I agree with Fluffy. I mean, the DGAF belt, don't give a fuck belt, goes to Gaethje. I mean, it's just, I know that's the easy answer, but it's the obvious answer to me. It really is the only answer. But I think I got my homework in first. That's how it usually goes, so I got to stay with Gaethje.
I agree with you guys because this guy golfs like 365 days a year and just signs up to fight and he just leaves it all on the line. But I picked my man Fluffy Hernandez.
I tried to pick you, but they told me you were gone already.
No, they didn't. Why was there 3 Gaethjes?
Because
or 2 Gaethjes. Oh,
there was only one Gaethje.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, the fact that this guy doesn't really even know anybody in his weight class, doesn't watch fights, he truly doesn't give a F. You know, because...
Are you not going to say it?
Well, it sounds like he's a dad. He's a dad.
Yeah, I'm a dad. You put his fight style in there, you know, his fight style speaks for itself. You get to know somebody by the way they fight. And this dude don't give a crap. He gets, I mean, listen, he's such a good wrestler. He's good, he's got such a good pace with his wrestling. He's going to tire people out. But he gets right in the pocket. It's not like he's shying away. He's fully confident on the feet. But he's going to drag you into.
Now, you hit him with a couple 1-2s last weekend too. That were nice. You hit him with a couple
very
big.
quick, right?
One of them fell forward. I was like, fuck. I think I should. If I would have backed up, I'm gonna like knock someone out next time. I'm gonna figure it out, get my distancing polished. And
is this how sparring goes for you too? Are guys just getting tired so fast?
Yeah, like usually like in fight camp, we like have a line and it's like, all right, these are my guys, and then run it. And it's like if someone gets hurt, another guy jumps in. And I say my guys, they're like young fucking hungry kids that are 205ers walking around 230. And like, I get tired like after fucking a new body every fucking time.
Bro.
You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck.
That's why you were able to throw
When Kane was getting ready to fight Brock Lesnar, we were going in every 2.5 minutes. I think that's what they're having to do to you.
Wow. Bro, I've been, pretty much.
Fluffy, we talked a lot. We talked a lot about Chimaev's cardio and the champ's cardio as well. What makes yours different? Are you training? Is it something specifically you do, or has that just always been something you had?
I fucking work my ass off. I go to like Game Fit and he tries to murder me. It's my conditioning coach. And then like we have a system we do that's been fucking dialed in. And I don't know, I've always worked my ass off. Like even as a kid, I knew like my kickboxing coach back in the day was Marinoble. Dave Marinoble was a world champion kickboxer. And like the one thing he always said is you can never run out of air. And he's like, that's the worst fucking feeling. You just sit there and get fucked up. You know what I mean? Like it's horrible. And so like as a young kid, I used to fight like I was 15 when I started fighting. My first fight was 4 months in, and I fought like a 36-year-old, and he had like 45 pounds on me, and I beat the shit out of him. And like I don't know, I just like fighting's like the one thing I can say I've been doing since I was a kid, and like it doesn't make me uncomfortable at all. I love violence, and like I'm like, I gotta try to kill this motherfucker, and you gonna pay me? Say less. Like you know what I mean? I run it.
I wonder if it's your cardio that's that good, or you just love it that much.
I don't know.
It's probably a combination.
It's a combination of both, probably. Like,
well, when they start getting tired and you can get another man to just be like kind of like bitch him out a little bit, that's the best.
No, for sure.
Even if you're tired, you feel better because like you know that's one of the toughest men on the planet, but you just dogging him out like it's the best.
You broke him.
For sure.
Yeah, you could sit in your last fight. I mean, it's hard as an analyst to have to put a technical term when someone ragdolls somebody and gets them to tap out. And that's really what the technique was.
Yeah, he caught him by the neck and pulled him backwards. I was like, oh my God. He was tapping as you were dragging him.
I know
the only place we've seen that is inside of clubs when the guy gets too drunk and starts fighting. And they got to take him out of there.
Yep,
That's a hard fight to come back from.
You did that to the number 10 fighter in the world. That's a hard, hey, that takes a toll on Roman going forward.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, the other guy fought for the main event too, Michelle.
Oh my God!
Listen, I've heard the same thing. I haven't watched him fight, but someone told me that the last time they saw him fight, they're like, "Dude, you broke him." Like
he's not the same guy.
Different. That's what I heard.
He was riding hot whenever he got to you too. He had won a whole bunch of fights in a row.
No, yeah, and like, dude, all these guys that they've fucking said, like, I fought in all the hype trains. You know what I mean? Like, and I've never said no to anybody. Like, I don't give a fuck. I truly don't give a fuck. Like, I will fight anybody. Like, that's why I'm trying to get in front of the belt because like. I know everyone's going to line up, and, like, I think it'd be fun to see me versus everyone.
Well, you're here, and you're fresh in everybody's mind. You're also sitting amongst some pretty great middleweights here, right?
Yep,
I mean, you got the Hall of Famer. You got two guys who had unbelievable middleweight careers in the UFC. So we're going to do a little Mount Rushmore, okay? Like all-time greats in the middleweight division. Weidman, we'll start with you on this. And Fluffy, you can chime in as terms of what you think. I know a lot of the current guys you don't follow, but this is the all-time greats.
I know some of for sure. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't have TV growing up, so I didn't watch like fighting too much. Like my grandpa and them, it's like boxing, bro. We're Mexican, you know what I mean? Like my grandpa was always boxing, and then like my dad would be like, sit the fuck down and watch you and learn something. I'm like, bro, this shit's dumb. I'm never gonna do this shit. And then what do you know?
So you must you must love Canelo Crawford coming up, right?
I don't even follow boxing, man, but
I
just always try to support the, like, you know what I mean, the Mexican fucking culture, the heritage. I try to support, but like, no, I don't follow shit, man.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give my list here. All right. So I'm like old school. The way it was when we started out fighting, it was whoever had the most title defenses was on the top of the list. So that's kind of how I drew this list up. Anderson Silva, I don't even know how many title defenses. It's almost unreachable at this point.
13.
Yeah. Then we got Israel Adesanya. I think he has 5 title defenses. I have 3 title defenses, and Duplessis has 2 title defenses right now, going for his 3rd. So that's how I made that list.
Same exact list.
Yeah.
Anderson, Izzy, Weidman, Dricus. And if Dricus wins, I mean, he keeps moving himself up the list.
Mine was a little different. I think for me, DDP enters my list if he gets a win tomorrow night. And as of right now, and I went back and forth, it was hard. I had Bisping up there because he had some incredible wins in his career, but I put Rich Franklin there because I felt that was a guy, when I watched him fight, that made me want to get into the sport. He was a pioneer. He was the first great, well-known middleweight champion. So I put him up there, agreeing DDP is 1 fight away.
I like that list. That's a good list. Yeah, I kind of feel bad.
You like it because you're on it.
Yeah, that's nice.
No. I mean, you beat a legend, so it's like fucking, you know what I mean? It's fucking awesome. You deserve to be up there for sure.
Well, maybe one day you'll be up there, man. You are on your way. Congratulations. Thanks so much for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
2 weeks in a row hanging out with me and Weidman.
I know, it's fucking awesome.
Good stuff.
Appreciate it.
All right, while Fluffy walks away, we have a new guest who's another middleweight who's coming out, who just wants to say hi.
Oh, there
Chael
he is.
Sonnen in the house.
Hey, Chael.
Hello, what's going on, Chris?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, great job. Great job, buddy. Real pleasure. I was coaching Bopo. He says great things, but how are you, buddy? Brian, I came over here. I just wanted to say hello to you. Really, I saw you from across the way. I go, is that Brian Stan? By the way, what's going on? Does he live in town now?
No, he just came, and that's why it's like we're like, go back to where you were.
Oh, really?
Because he's very dangerous.
He's too good.
Hey, he's very dangerous, isn't he, Chael? Like, we don't want to see him back. If there's one guy that's a threat to my commentary seat, it's that square-faced fool right there.
By the way, where do you live now?
I live in Alpharetta, Georgia.
Oh, you're still in Georgia. All right.
Oh, no. Alpharetta is like Atlanta, but the really rich part of Atlanta.
John Bartis is out of Alpharetta.
The really rich part of Atlanta.
Hey, while you guys are catching up for a second, because there's going to have to be some off-camera chatter
in Atlanta.
Let's send it to the On the Line crew real quick. We'll be right back after that. Give you some gambling tips for this weekend. Hey, Dan, here's Dan. That's the nicest toss I've ever received. Thank you, Dan. Good to see you again. Minty Bets, Dan Helly, Yanni the Greek Corrales, Nick Kalikas here. It is time. I know you want some picks, but let's show you how things have gone thus far. I've only been able to pick one time, and What do you know? I won $100, so I'm right there in the mix. Minty, as she has been all year, is atop the leaderboard, up $280. Yanni, you're bringing up the rear. Nick, you're there at just over $79. But everything can change just 1 week in 1 week, as you guys know. So, Yanni, we are giving you the chance, since you're currently in last place, to throw out your picks first, my friend.
I know many are surprised to see DDP as the dog, but let's not forget, he opened as an underdog to Strickland in that first fight. He opened as an underdog to Adesanya as well. It's just the market moved it. So here, don't be surprised. Chimaev actually is a little bit short because of the fact DDP has been outperforming the betting market. We get Chimaev at a discount here. He's the real deal, man. At only minus 200, give me Chimaev.
You love you some Chimaev. I don't think Nick's going that direction.
I got to go with DDP. Plessis at plus 180 is a no-brainer for me because I do believe he matches up extremely well here against Chimaev. Chimaev, a lot of question marks for me there. We know that he's a front runner, one of the best fighters in the world in that first round. But out of round one, he's a different fighter. DDP knows this. He's the better fighter overall. He's got the better conditioning. He's got the more effective striking as it goes. He's going to win this fight. Give me plus 180 all day.
Ooh, Minty, what do you have?
Yeah, I'm looking at the middleweight bout between Brian Battle and Nursultan Ruziboyev. Now, Brian Battle is moving up in weight for this fight, and he's going up against a fighter who relies primarily on finishes, but Battle is a finisher himself as well, and he's got that deep round durability, and he's well-rounded. At minus 175, I like this price. Brian Battle is my best bet.
All right, I'm doing something a little different. I know we generally make singular picks. DC, pay attention. Weidman, stop looking at yourself in the mirror. All right, I got a three-way parlay here. I like Hamzat at minus 220, Jeff Neal at plus 215, and MVP at 170. It's not that I don't respect what Dricus du Plessis has done, but this is the toughest fight of his career. I think Hamzat is really better than him everywhere. Hamzat Chimaev going to win this fight. Jeff Neal getting no respect, a plus 215 number as of this taping. It's too much. You got to take Neal here. And then MVP, we've seen what kind of matchup he is for everybody. He is so difficult. Jared Cannonier is not going to be able to catch him. That is going to be an MVP fight. DraftKings Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of UFC. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app now and use code GLOVES when you sign up. The crown is yours. I think we can all agree on one thing. UFC 319 is an unbelievable card, and I know we're going to continue to talk about it on the weigh-in show. So, Dan, send it over to Dan.
But I like it. I like the idea.
The energy.
Conceptually.
What an excellent segment. And it is, it's really nice to have another professional on here when we have to deal with DC. Of course, Chael's used to dealing with DC all the time on that podcast that you guys have. Rent-free, I know you probably have never watched the weigh-in show, Chael, because you're normally working the desk. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm giving you an out, so I'm going to tell you about this. I'm giving it. The rent-free segment that we do is just about a fighter, a moment, a person on this card that kind of has lived rent-free in your head, something you're going to remember forever. Do you have anything on this card?
Yes, I understand the segment. I do watch the show, and I'm going to break the rules because I have to tell you a quick story about Brian Stan, so this is how I'm going to use my time. The last time I talked to Brian, I got information that he was dying, so I began sending him text messages like, hey, man, you've been an awesome dude. I'm sorry I cheated when we fought. Like, I'm sending him all these messages. And he finally writes me back, and he goes, hey, man, is everything okay? Are you dying? I said, no, you are. And he's like, no, I'm fine. I was like, just forget the whole thing. Do you remember this? This is actually the last time we communicated.
I said to Chris, I go, Chris, he texted me out of nowhere, said, sorry I cheated. I was like, I haven't heard from you in like years, man. Good to hear from you.
Did you know that he thought you were dying?
No.
Yeah, I even had the info. I can't remember what it was like COVID times, and it hit him hard, and I was saying goodbye.
Yeah,
I'm glad it worked out this way. I hope you find that funny. But all right, that's my rent-free. That's my rent-free.
That's your rent-free? All right, that's a good rent-free. RJ, what's your rent-free?
Jessica Andrade, obviously. How many?
He always does this. He loves Andrade.
He just lives in my brain. Just look at this. Boom!
Oh.
How many 115ers can just flatline other fighters?
That's a good
impressive. Yeah, that's a good point.
Boom! Knuckle to chin. Walk-off knockout.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's it.
Andrade. Only one.
All right. Well, for me, it was Chimaev. During COVID, he picks up the leash and starts talking to Dana during that.
Look at the Leech.
Never
Look at the
seen
Leech.
anybody do this. The Leech is a tough fighter too. It's terrible. It's not a good look for him.
Leech over there looking like, help me.
the confidence to be able to pick someone up, talk to Dana White during you picking him up. When you have to worry about your cardio, he didn't worry about that.
Agreed.
Michael Venom Page, his UFC debut against Kevin Holland. He saw the showmanship and the walkout, but he absolutely had Holland baffled. He was talking in the corner, saying he's faster than I thought. And literally the entire fight, MVP was just toying with him. You get into the third round, and Holland was just mentally defeated. MVP picked him apart.
All right, I've got Jessica Andrade as well, but for totally different reasons. UFC 237, that slam KO, unforgettable moment against a great fighter like Brooke Namajunas. Man, just brutal. The strength on that one. Wow.
Hey, I gotta give the champ DDP some love. When he submitted Israel Adesanya, you know, there was a lot that went on to this fight with the African thing, and he's not real African, all that. He's beating on Izzy, drags him to the ground, jumps on top of him, chokes him out. I mean, bro.
Hard to do.
DDP just really dominated Izzy. I'll never forget that day.
He did what everybody said everybody could do. And he actually did it, but nobody else could.
Yep.
UFC 319 morning weigh-in show presented by Stake.us, America's favorite social casino. Sign up today using the promo code WEIGH-IN.
Resumes.
All right, let's talk resumes. The best resume among active, best champ resumes.
Champ resumes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's of the champions.
It's of the champs.
Yeah. For me, number 3 is Pantoja. I think we have to start giving Pantoja more respect as a champion. What he's done has been tremendous. Volkanovski's resume between 2 title reigns is pretty much unmatched, unless it's by the guy that beat him. Islam Makhachev has defended the belt. Actually, he's
Islam's
not even a champ.
not a champ. He's not a champ.
He's not even a champ anymore. But when I said this, he was the champ. But more title defenses in lightweight history than anyone else, and everything else. But those are the 3 guys that have the best resumes to me.
All right,
Tom Aspinall has no title defenses, right?
He's defended the interim title once.
Magomed has 0 title defenses.
It was harder than
Jack Della Maddalena has 0 title defenses.
It was hard to find 3. I agree.
Who are your 3?
I'm going to get
It's my turn.
Chris,
It's my turn. Don't skip the line.
Sorry.
This is a very produced show.
I'm new.
All right, we got DDP. DDP at number 3.
Sure.
All right, listen, he's going for his 3rd title defense. He's getting close to all the greats, like Chris Weidman has the most title defenses in the UFC history. So he deserves to be there. Merab, listen, what he did to Henry Cejudo, what he did to Sean O'Malley, I mean, he deserves to be up there, and the way he did it. And then I got on top of the card, Ilia Topuria. He's the most. He's the boogeyman.
Yo, Ilia still has not won a title defense yet. We're talking resume, title defense. He has no title defenses.
Who? Ilia?
He has a champion resume, but he has no title defenses.
Were you on the call?
So we're talking resumes. No, he didn't.
Who did he beat?
He won the belt. He beat Volk. Oh, yeah, he did knock out Max. Yeah, you're right. I messed up. That's a great one. Yeah, you're right. I messed up.
You got to be on the production call.
I messed up. Yeah, I messed up.
Chan wants in.
I do, because I completely see it the way Weidman sees it. I got Dricus at number 3. At number 2, I have Merab. Don't forget, Merab had to beat 10 guys just to get a title fight. That is shocking. He's won like 13 in a row. He's only lost 4 rounds in 13 fights, by the way. But I have Ilia for slightly different reasons, and I would like to make this point. If it was not for paperwork, purely because of paperwork is the only reason that Ilia Topuria is not the 45-pound champion, 55-pound champion, and BMF champion. He would have all 3 belts. He did the work to win those. But the order of fights came and left him without. But he would be. I mean, Brian, think of that picture. Think of that photo. A guy, belt over 2 shoulders, 1 around the waist. He would be the most decorated fighter ever in that regard.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, let me hit my list. I've got DDP's on my list as well. Topuria made my list as well.
I mean, you guys just don't want to say his
number
name.
1. Who don't we want to say?
You call him. He calls him Topuria. You call him Topuria.
I don't know why. And then Pantoja's number 1. Don't interrupt my list. I didn't interrupt yours. And you cheated on yours. See, there's no cheating here. At least mine are all current champions.
How do you guys not have Valentina on the list, by the way? Like, nobody has Valentina Shevchenko on the list. Zhang Wei Li?
Well, how many defenses have we had?
I mean, unbelievable.
There's never been a champion to defend their belt more times in co-main event spots than Valentina.
Yep, that's why.
That's a tough one, but that's the
why,
reality.
She co-main event. That's why. I'm in line with my partner.
You guys do too many podcasts together.
Yeah. And that's mean. That's a mean thing to say, but it is a reality. Yeah.
That's why.
But I think it's also a reality for us to admit. Like, yeah, she should have been on our list, right?
Sure.
She should have been on at least a list.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
Did you ever
I think it's the last few fights on the wrestling.
I'm going to use the excuse that I haven't been on TV in 8 years.
That's fair.
I'm going to use it. I've been out of the game a little bit.
That works. Maybe that works.
Fair.
I would think an honorable mention would be Kayla Harrison, by the way. And I realize she also doesn't have the defenses, but just the way that she came in.
What about Zhang Wei Li?
Oh, Zhang Wei Li, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't disagree with that.
She was my notable.
But I never would have expected
right
you
there,
three to pick a woman.
Are they getting Wei Li and Shevchenko
Why is
together?
Well, you guys are
I hope so.
Sexist?
They're sexist.
But we try to hide it. We do our best to hide it.
I
got to be honest.
So
I would have picked the black champion.
Use that word?
Oh, he called us racist.
We don't have any right now.
Come on.
Sadly, we don't have any.
I've never seen DC.
I don't think you would have a year ago.
I would have picked John Jones. I would have picked the black guy. I'm that guy.
You would have picked John Jones?
You would
Every time. I always picked him.
Sure.
Have I ever not?
Recent
No,
statement.
that's true. Daniel said if we have to have an American win on the White House lawn, we have to have it. We got to call Albuquerque.
We got to call Albuquerque.
And I think he's right.
I think he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well,
This is why RJ had that medication prescribed for you.
He certainly wants to fight on that card. Chael, thanks for coming on. Great to finally meet you, my man.
Here, Scram, Chael Scram. Here's your hat. What's your hurry? All right.
Yeah.
Brian, it's really great to see you. All of you, but specifically Brian, it's really great to see you.
Good to see you.
Unless you want to do Fight Pass highlights with us.
You know,
That's what I figured.
I feel extremely welcome. You know, my time has come.
Chael goes, I'll pass up on the
Chris,
Fight
thank
Pass
you, buddy.
highlights.
You know, over 75% of the active fighters on the UFC roster right now have fought on Fight Pass at some point in their careers. So we're going to celebrate Fight Pass a little bit now, taking a look back at some of the best highlights from the UFC 319 athletes during their time on Fight Pass. This is Leone Murphy against Manolo Sciana at FC 23 prior to his UFC debut. Picked up 4 victories inside the FCC cage, including this devastating ground and pound knockout at FCC 23.
Yeah, I'm going for Chase Hooper. Fury FC grappling against Clay Guida. Hits him with a calf slicer. Clay's out there in a singlet with wrestling shoes. Bruh, you can't wear wrestling shoes in the grappling match. It's just more cloth to grab. But it speaks to what Chase Hooper is as a grappler and now as a fighter.
Man, Jeff Neal, he's had some crazy knockouts inside the UFC, but look at him in the LFA, which punched his ticket into the Contender series. He is so good at just avoiding punches and then coming back with some counters. Super straight punches.
All right, let's go over to Carlos Pratas. I mean, this dude's been exciting since inception. Back in LFA, beautiful head kick, straight left hand. I love watching this. He's going to go ahead, let him up. Come on up. Come on up. This dude just loves to fight, loves to strike. Boom, he's going to put him out here. Another left high kick, great timing, beautiful technique. It is over. Yeah, I'm sure had a pack of Marlboros right after, maybe on the walk back.
Marlboro
the walk back to the locker room.
Huffing, puffing. UFC Fight Pass is where the next generation of UFC stars are born. The action continues tonight for LFA 214 and this Sunday at Fury FC 107, only on Fight Pass. And once again, it is time for a message from our friends at DraftKings.
Whether you are about to step into the octagon or place a bet on the fight, you need to have a plan. UFC are proud to partner with DraftKings to spread awareness for responsible gaming. Next time you place a bet on the UFC, visit the DraftKings Responsible Gaming Center before you get in on the action. Set your budget, make time limits, and check out DraftKings My Stat Sheet tool to monitor your activity over time. And remember, it's more fun when it's for fun.
All right. Are you guys ready? I know we've been waiting the whole show for this, DC and I have. This is the All-American Challenge. In case you didn't know, Brian Stann was the first All-American in the UFC. Then along came Chris Weidman, and to Chris Weidman's credit, he actually tried to relinquish the nickname and tell Stan, you're the real All-American. I don't want it anymore. And Stan said, no, dude.
Absolutely.
You're good. You're totally good.
It wasn't him. It was the people just didn't even listen to me. They didn't care enough about me to actually listen to me relinquish that name.
Well,
that's why I didn't hit.
You have a chance to win the All-American title once and for all. We're going to have a contest. It's a 4-prong contest, all right? We're going to have a pie eating contest. We're going to do arm wrestling. Stop touching me. We're going to do a potato sack race and one other thing. I think that's it. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, you're going to chug a beer at the end.
Okay.
Why do you keep moving? How you doing that?
Just like throwing the pies at RJ.
All right.
I like that.
We're gonna start arm wrestling here. What's the 3-second head start? What do we?
Whoever wins.
Whoever wins arm wrestling gets a 3-second head start.
Slice of pie, so you don't have to do an entire pie.
Are we starting with the pie?
No. Pie's the grand finale.
Oh, we're starting
Pie,
with
then
arm
chunks of
wrestling.
beer. Starting with arm wrestling.
All right, boys.
Then
Hey, I just want to put it out there that we were going to do all these things, and then Brian Stan actually asked to arm wrestle, so I'm a little intimidated right now. Okay. This must be what him. All this military guys.
I wanted to avoid the sack race is what I wanted to avoid. I did not want to do this. You look like you're on something right now.
Just peptides.
All right, here it is. Get in there, boys. Are we tight?
Strong.
All right, get
hold on. Look at the turn on the wrist already.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
But you're so. All right. Hang on, we're so much closer to you. Look how far my arm is from my body. Can you
All right,
come
just
a
get
little
to where you're
closer?
both comfortable. Tell me when you're ready. You both ready?
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he stood up.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The peptides.
Got him. Oh.
3 seconds.
Wow. Oh,
That's your 51st surgery.
I need some BBC 157.
I think a peptide pop. I think a peptide pop. So 3 second head
I
start.
hurt my shoulder. I hope it's just a cramp. All right, what do we do?
Oh, we do the beer chugs into the race. So Weidman gets a 3-second head start on the beer chug.
Oh, that's
and
a
then
win.
you go
That's
right
huge.
into the potato
Yeah,
sack.
there's no coming
So
back.
3 seconds should not.
Hold
It's
on.
too long.
What? Okay, we're chasing. All right, nose head start. These are on the ground. Then you have to pick them up. Well, let's do beer chug right into the potato sack race.
It's 2 points.
I might have won, but I feel like I lost.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Point number 2.
If you would have just gave up at the end, that would have been fun.
Boys, beer chug
3.
into the race. You guys ready?
Hey, guys,
Stan, you ready?
in 3.
Up right at the beginning. You were prime. You were ready to roll.
Hey, guys, in 3, 2, 1, go.
USA.
Oh yeah.
Go
Set it
Stan.
down. All right, let's go.
Go Stan,
Potato
get
sack.
him,
Potato sack.
Oh,
Potato.
This is
Go Stan, go Stan.
You got to put it on.
I am not.
Oh!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Around the cone.
Around the cone. This is great. This is great.
Stan, you're too
I didn't touch the
bad.
table. Knock him out.
Are you kidding me?
That was great. That was great.
Stan, touch it.
Touch the table.
Stan wins. Stan wins. Stan wins.
I have no legs.
Stop.
Don't hit anybody's head.
Stan wins.
Oh my God.
Stick me.
Look at this.
He hit stick me. That's dirty.
This is a great weigh-in show moment. That was excellent. Oh my God.
Chris, you actually lost the point because Stan touched the table.
No.
Yes.
All right.
God.
Pie eating contest in the show.
Right. You fell so
Hey,
unathletic.
RJ, is one piece of pie enough for a pie eating contest?
He checked me.
I think
Between Chris's shoulder and now ours.
In my stomach.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Don't you? I don't feel bad for you.
Why'd you double leg it?
Hey guys, face the camera.
Is that what we're talking about? They're gonna replay me getting a hit stick over and over
You
again.
gotta come over here.
You guys go on this side. We need you to face the camera.
All right.
Oh, all right. You guys are over here. We're over
We
here.
don't want you guys making a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not
You guys
getting.
can't make a
Watch
mess.
out.
Let's put
They're gonna
a
try
bib
to hit
on
us
you.
with the pie.
Oh, okay, RJ.
You know,
Are you the ref?
Yes, I am.
Hey, boy,
He's the
they're gonna try to hit
designer of
us.
this.
You stay right here.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. You have to do. Are you ready? Get set, go.
Ready? Get set. Go.
Yes! All right. That's what we're talking about.
Double
Good
cross.
teamwork,
We
boys.
distracted him.
Did I win?
Oh my God. Oh.
I think I get a point for the better pie.
I got a nice shirt.
Do we have an All-American winner?
We have an All-American loser.
Weidman didn't touch
I think
the table.
Weidman technically won, but
I feel like I lost.
I think I have to call it a draw.
He definitely did.
I got Chuck Stick. He might win.
Hey, let's see Weidman's face.
He is the true American.
Let's see Weidman's face.
Oh, go back. Let me see.
Hey, let's see Weidman's face when he got shoulder check.
I couldn't believe it. That was a shot.
His face.
That was a cheap shot. That's like dropping a guy in the streets. He's not looking.
Bro, what's your head?
I'm smiling at you. My head hit the thing.
When you hit the floor.
I don't know how you didn't see that coming.
Look at his face.
He dipped that shoulder like he was
Hey, but you
playing
see how quick I got back up again and just kept going? Look at that.
That's standing on an eight-gap blitz.
Oh, my God.
Hey, sometimes you fall, but you got to get back up again.
That's good.
Here's me apologizing. I get double.
I'm sorry, man. Fucking Chris, double
double.
Oh, my God, that was the
I'm in
funniest
so much
shit
pain
ever.
right now. Thank God.
That was fun, boys.
I don't have to fight anymore.
Stan, are you going to come back for one? Year, 2 years, a month?
No.
Yo,
I think I'm on the regular
did you see
rotation.
Weidman's face? Did y'all
Every
see?
8 years, he's going to do a show.
Hey, yo,
8 years.
This was
Did
fun.
y'all see Weidman's face, bro? That was hilarious.
This was fun.
You're a
2
child.
All-Americans, 1 show. Brian Sand, special guest. Thanks for joining us, man.
Chris was like, there's no way he's going to. There's no
He's
way
the
he's going to
All-American. How's he going to do that to me?
Weidman didn't know what
He
hit
gets
him.
disqualified as the
Look
All-American.
at the
He's not to be
face.
trusted.
Look at the face on RJ.
You know what? For his 1,500 employees, that he just wanted that moment.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he got
That
it.
man, he was doing the potato sack.
It's getting crushed like right now. Hopefully it's slow.
Well, it took you so long to get the potato sack on.
Couldn't get the sack on.
You're just like, what is this thing?
I'm so mad.
I don't think
Are you trying to get it on?
There he is. Look at that jaw.
Oh,
Look at that
pizza face.
Oh, wow. DC eating during a weigh-in show. That's weird.
Oh, man.
That was good pizza, though.
That was good.
That was really
Fluffy
good
was
pizza.
good. Fluffy was good.
Fluffy was great.
Fluffy's the best.
And I
Fluffy
won.
was
By the
great.
way, I'm the reigning champion. Don't forget this at UFC 320. I won.
I just won right now.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, here it
Fluffy
comes.
was-
Here it comes.
Oh, that was great. What a way to end the show. Right in the nostril.
There's my takedown.
And there's the takedown.
Madden. They're playing Madden.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Of course,